Blurman. Yeah, how's everyone doing out there? Welcome to the worldwide pop-up of Blurman. Yeah, from California. Hey, what's going on? All my Blurman nation out there, salute you. If I had a hat, where's my hat? Here it is. There it is. I'm wearing it right now. My hat goes off to you because you guys make this possible, right? If it wasn't for, no, not me, but you guys watching there and supporting me, I'm a fat zero. Fat zero. Zero. Hey, Daniel Barry. Highlight says, what's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. What's up, man? Shout out to you, brother. Glad you can make it. Yeah, I'm hyped up, you know? Hey, don't mind the chubbiness. You know what they say, people that are more chubby or more jollier, they get that from Santa Claus. So it's all good, it's all good. Ooh, I'm excited, because I'm live again and I'm liking it, it's kind of out of my norm. Um I usually scratchers because obviously my name is Blurmanscratchers, but you know what? I'm digging it, and I love the energy that I give out to everybody, especially in the whole world. Because I would do members lives, just for my members. So shout out to my members. You guys are awesome. Yeah, super yeah. But this is different, this is worldwide, everybody's watching, and it's exciting to me, I get hyped up. Like, yeah, let's go. Yeah. And I'm loud, I get really loud. So, anybody that's watching, if you guys want to come and join the chat, you're more welcome to. Everybody's welcome. If you guys haven't heard of me, my name's Blurman, Blurmanscratchers. I do live streams, okay, for scratching. Look here. Here's an example right here. Look, these are the new scratchers from California. All right. So when I get structured and everything, because I try to be professional as much as I can. Um, I do a poster, then I do the thumbnail, and then I handle my business. And you can check my catalog, live streams. Man, they're in the thousands, and I'm only like, I think what, 1K subscribers? That's unheard of, you know? And it amazes me, that I'm doing it, but most and foremost is because out there, the whole universe of YouTube. You guys are awesome. Uh, Elon Voy Fishing says hi. Hey, Elon. I think this is the first time I saw you, so appreciate you. Yeah, welcome in, welcome in. And so with that, I mean, you can check out my channel, and it speaks for itself. Um, Oh man, it's awesome. I'm happy, like I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting just to be happy, period, but this is like a big old tsunami wave just hitting me in my face, and it's weird because everybody notices it and they want a piece of me, and it's crazy, and it's like Elon Mo Fishing says big fish. All right, Elon. Welcome in, welcome in. Well, you're a fisher. Seems that way to me, but it's all good. But yeah, if you guys want to, whoever's coming through, because this is worldwide, uh, put in where you guys are from. I know it goes, YouTube goes far, whatever country you're representing, what county, what state, anywhere, feel free. Because the way how I do it in my live streams, I, share the love. I'm community driven, creator first. Okay, I don't hate, I participate, and that's facts. Okay. If other people say otherwise, then I know that's on them. But yeah, I represent the people. I try to support as much content creators as possible, especially in my niche. Wait, James Leary says, what's up? Hey, what's up, James? He says, You sup? Hey, yeah, what's up? Super yeah, super yeah, yeah. When I say super yeah, that means my members has emojis, which the memberships are only $1.49 a month. I keep it low. I wanted it $1.99, but YouTube said no, and they raised it up to another 49 cents. And believe me, I was pissed, because I wanted it low. Because I'm not about money. I'm not about corporate, you know. I'm about like the folks, like how you guys are. When I started this YouTube, I just wanted to be happy, because I was at a mental state where, oh man, I feel like depressed and this and that. So I needed an outlet. And my cousin, who's Cali Scratcher, by the way, he kind of got me into it, which he did. And ever since then, it's just been a crazy ride. And like I said, I'm getting success now, and everybody notices it. I notice it, and it's just crazy now. Everybody wants a piece of me, you know. Uh, Pizza Man, can you say Alpha Kenny Body? All right, I don't know what the heck you mean, but all right, I said it. But yeah, so come on in, Pizza Man. And by the way, I like your name because I like to eat pizza a lot. I'm Mexican, but hey, I like Italian foods. Yeah. All right then. But yeah, so it's been a crazy whirlwind ride. Shoot, I barely did my first anniversary stream, just sitting out on the porch, in front of my house, just chilling, barbecuing, and that was pretty awesome, and just chit-chatting. Man, that was cool. uh Scratcher Bro says Blurman soup. All right, Scratcher Bro, what's going on with the shades? You're in Cali because it's sunny, the sun rays is hitting your eyeballs. Tony Melton says, "What's your trade, brother?" My trade is now YouTube. Yeah, because that's all I focus. I have to, because if I let it go, then everything that I worked for goes. It just goes away, and I'm not gonna let that slip. Not on my watch, according to a famous politician. Who said that? Oh yeah, George W. Bush. He goes, "Not on my watch." Not on my watch. Shout out to George Bush from Texas, which, by the way, I go to Texas Scratchers channels and show them love too. So shout out to them. Um, James Leary says, "I love your videos with streams." Oh, hey, thanks, James. Hey, I kind of want to call you LeBron James because you have James in your name. You get what I'm saying? LeBron James. He's pretty awesome, LeBron James. Yeah, he gets a lot of flack, but you know what? I give him his due because he's one of the greatest basketball players that ever lived. And he deserves that. But yeah, thank you, James. Um, yeah, so like I said. Hey, James. Yeah, yeah. All right, y'all. So this is where I'm gonna be in my persona of King Blurman. So the person that I appointed to as moderator that's new to the kingdom of Blurman is James Shades James No Give a Darn 48. She's my new moderator. I believe she's in line with my principles, my ideals, and that's why I nominated her today. And I even wrote a community post in her, because I had to replace somebody, which I felt it wasn't the right fit. So I had to replace her. So thank you, Shay James, for showing me love. Thank you for showing up. She says, "Hey, friend." She's awesome. Hey, Misty. Misty's an also great friend. What we at it again? Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Because I'm fired up. Believe it or not, people make fun of me all my life, and I'm fed up and I'm fired up. Let's go. You know, I mean, YouTube wise, I'm not trying to be physical or anything, obviously, right? But as a creator, content creator, let's go. Let's see what you got. Show me what you got. Give me what your best shot. Give me what your best shot. Yeah. So I'm loving it, because I know what I have, and people can't stand that, they just can't. And I'm doing it with 1K subscribers. That's how crazy it is, you know. Shay Jane says, Hey, if you like the stream, give a like. Oh, thank you. Yeah, shit, James. Yeah. Missy, physical after dark. Hey, oh, local for Scratcher. No way. She just did a Blurman Scratcher gift membership to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Hey, local for Scratcher. Um, Shay James, if you know how to drop links, you may anytime you feel like it. That's your right as a moderator for Blurman. Um, local for Scratchers. She's a Scratcher channel from I believe in Humboldt County in California. Like I said, if you guys the first time you guys are watching me worldwide, I'm Blurman. I stopped smoking. I stopped drinking. It's been almost a year, and my mind is clear as day, and I have a good memory. Okay, so you know, it's kind of scary that way, but it is true. But thank you, local for Scratchers, for showing me some love. Appreciate it. Um, Missy says with Loco. Chet James says just double tap the screen or click the three dots. Oh, thank you. Local for Scratchy says yes, that's right. Yeah, you see, because I try to remember as much as I can, because I believe knowledge is power. That's what it is. Um, Bambi with Loco, I think. But hey, what's up, Bambi? Oh no. Loco did another one Blurmanscratchers give membership, and who got it? That's how it works sometimes. Loco for Scratchers got it herself. That's how YouTube works. Um it's funny because I see it in live sometimes that folks they do that, they give the membership, and the folks that give it, they receive it, and it's funny, and people make fun of it, like that, just to be funny, but that's how it goes sometimes on YouTube. um Misty says slap high five that like and subscribe. Oh, thank you, Misty. You're making me like you more, Misty. Keep it up. I might surprise you. Shay Jane says, hey, Misty. Bambi says, with Loco. Okay, we get that. Loco said, what the hell? Rosebud. Hey, Rosebud. Rosebud's another scratcher channel from Florida. Like I said, if Shed James, if you're not comfortable, I mean, I'm willing to work because I also do moderation work for myself. I'm not one of those content creators that doesn't get his hands dirty. He'll use his fingers, and trust me, I had jobs that were dirty. I used to what was dirty? Well, I used to work in the fields. I used to prune freaking grapes, okay, raisins, um, and that was dirt. And man, and it's hard work, especially if you're in the valley, which I am in Kingsburg. You look it up in the internet, Kingsburg, California. It's hot right now. It's 94 degrees. I used to work in the sun, and it was just freaking blistering hot. So I know how it work, how work hard work is. All right. Misty says I like pop-up surprises. Misty. Misty grandma. Oh, okay. Missy Rosebud, hello, lovely. Albert Ortiz, stupid stuff. Hey, everybody has the right to say what they want to say, I believe in freedom of speech. I actually do believe that. A lot of people don't know that. I was born and raised in the United States. I'm Mexican, but I have roots, that's my heritage. I love Mexico as a country, because my family came from there, but I'm an American too, so don't forget that, you know. So yeah. Shay Jane says, hey, local for scratchers. Alberto Ortiz says, yes, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, welcome in. Missy says, only play with what you could afford. Yeah, that's true. If you're gonna gamble, folks, only play what you could afford, that's what I could say. Don't go up crazy and spend, like your life savings and stuff like that. Nah, don't do that. Just if you have a couple bucks, why not? Because sometimes you could get lucky, and it pays to get lucky. Um, Puma pick one Misty. That's easier said than done, but that's true. Hey, that's Pumbaa. Oh, from the Lion King. Hey, I like that character. Pumbaa. He goes, hey, Tyrone. Or I think so. It's been a long time since I've seen the Lion King. But yeah, Pumbaa, that's awesome. That's awesome username. Hey, that's pretty funny. Yeah, yeah. And mind you, I like to laugh. You know, I like comedy. Um, if you guys know my cousin Ben, he has a lot of jokes for days. Um, he's just one of those that talks like that. He doesn't know when to stop. But man, that guy has jokes, and I love to laugh because I feel like life is too short to be serious all the time. For what? Gotta laugh too. Yeah. Movie maker or maker. Hey, what's up? I remember you. I know who you are. Remember I told you? Meet me in a couple years, brother. We'll meet up. We'll meet up. Don't worry. Pumbaa Pig, Pumbaa and uh, Timon, I think. I don't know. Missy says, love to be silly. Oh, yeah, I did see your short, and you were silly, Missy. But that's awesome. You know, that tells me that you're happy, you're comfortable with your skin. And yeah, that's awesome. Wait, what? Let me see. Respect importance and a floating heart. Thank you, respect importance. I think you're new here. Thank you for sending me that sending floating heart. I appreciate you. Missy's laughing. Pumbaa Pig says laughing is the best medicine. Yeah, it is because without it, you're just sad and miserable, and you're mad at the world, and you just like nah, 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 nah. And that's how it is. And I met those folks before, and let me tell you, I don't like hanging around with them. I don't. I wish them the best, but it's not my cup of tea with them. Hanging around with them. Respect importance, like and subscribe. Ah, thank you, respect importance. Yeah, welcome to Blurman. You know, I like to say I'm Blurman, you know, the content creator, but you know, for the whole niche and you know what I represent, you know, I have to let them know and put them on notice that hey, you know, I'm King Blurman, you know, and there's a reason for that. Oh, respect importance. Ah, you don't gotta have to do that. Sending me all kinds of stuff now. The gold coin and the flower. Stop it. Stop it. With the come on, stop. You see, I'm not all about that, you know, but other channels are, and I have a problem with that, you know, to be frank, you know, and that's why I represent the people, you know, and I want them to know that I'm a problem to them. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Pumbaa, why did you duck go to jail? You got caught smoking quack. I don't know what you're talking about. You talking about me or who? Because I'll tell you, you know, like, yeah. Respect importance and sparkle. Missy respect is on fire. Send thumbs. Respect importance said party. Shay James. Thank you for the jewels. Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Respect importance sense. GLAH. I don't know what that means. That this is all new to me, you know, to be honest, because I haven't even reached full monetization, you know, and that's the crazy thing. And I know what's coming when I do hit it, you know. And don't worry, folks that are you know that are watching me and support what I stand for. When that hits, because it's coming soon, we're gonna be a much bigger problem. Much bigger problem. Okay. Puma Pig, I think it means good luck, have fun. Oh, okay, okay. Respect important, much love and happiness to everyone. Oh, hey, respect importance. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Shay Jane says, I think it means good luck and have fun. Okay, okay, yeah. But yeah, you know, and it's crazy because you know, for the folks that don't know, and this is the first exposure of seeing Blurman in the flesh, you know, seeing my live worldwide, because this is the second time. I did it last night, but it was kind of late, West Coast time, you know. Right now, it's kind of perfect time because it's prime time, and usually when I do live streams, it's prime time, you know. But let me share something with you guys. If you guys are new, um, you know, wait, hold on. This is important because Missy's saying it. Exactly. Other channels have favorites and clicks, which is she's not wrong. That's true. and demand things from viewers such as gifts, super chats. If someone wants to give, they will not be bullied into. Yeah, read that. That's true, and that's what I'm fighting for. You know, because I'm sick of it. You know, I'm really sick of it. Um, Pumbaa says, let him cook for. Oh, bless you. Oh, no way. That's the first time I saw that. That's the first time I let him cook. Oh, man, you're just giving me energy, bro. For tomorrow, because they don't know what I'm going to do. And matter of fact, let me tell all my viewers out there, they hate I'm unpredictable. And I know that, and they know that. And you know what? Good, because I'm going to be like that. Anyways, Rosebud says, right, Misty. Yeah. Misty says, Blurman is cooking. Oh, yeah. Oh, and matter of fact, folks, the way how it started, oh, it was way when I was really small. You think I'm small now? Go back. If you missed it, I'll tell you right now, face to face, since we're live worldwide. I'll tell you again. So, me Blurman, you know, this before being king and all, um you know, he was just doing his thing, you know, being humble. He still is, but what happened was, you know, he was running with some big dogs, you know, big players in the niche of the scratcher world. Okay, but then it changed, you know, and you know, I think that was the best move ever. Okay, um, so, you know, when I got rid of him, I said to myself, okay, no one believes you. You got to do it yourself. And that's what I told myself. Self belief. And I had it. So, long story short, so I decided to go live against big channels. And they know who they are. And I'm not going to say their names. They know who they are. I'm living rent free in their minds, you know? And so I decided I'm going to do a live stream called Poker Nights. Go check that out, folks. If you're new to this live stream, you're barely exposed to a Blurman. Check it out. That's the most, oh, man, it amazes me. That's the most successful live stream I have to date in my catalog. 12,500 views, almost 200 likes. I believe less than 400 subscribers at that time or less. Okay? And I was fighting a giant. And he had over, like, I think at that time, 36,000 subscribers. Yeah, that's how crazy it was. But I didn't care. I had self-belief and I had heart. So, you know, and he knew what happened. He knew what happened. He saw it, you know? He was like, what's going on? Yeah, and I gave him to him, you know? And yeah, so and the niche and the scratcher world knows who I am now. They know it. I know it. You know, hi, what's up? They hate I'm doing this, but you know what? I don't care because they know I don't need them. I don't need them. But you know who I do need is you guys, the viewers. I call you guys the royal viewers. Why? Because you guys watch, you guys like, you guys chat, you guys do everything, you know? Yeah. And then you can tell, look, I'm getting hate already because it's the truth. They hate it. I don't care. It doesn't faze me. They don't know who I am. Ever since I was 5 years old, I've been fighting, fist fighting kids that thought they were harder than me just because I was fat and they were skinny and they were arrogant. Not with this guy. I had pride too. And I let him know. When we fought, I stood my ground. I don't care. Same thing when it went on YouTube. When I went against that giant, he knows it. I'll stand my ground on anybody, against anybody. They know it. That's why they don't challenge me, because they don't want to get embarrassed. But hey, it is what it is. Let's go. Yeah, all right. Let me see. Hey, the South Scratcher or Moz says I came to boop boop before I go to sleep. Okay, thank you, Maz. Misty says definitely 100. Yeah. Shay James, give a darn. Hey, Maz, welcome in. Rosebud, night, Maz. And Elon Void Fishing, boom, clap. Yeah, I'm loud, bro. I'm loud. I'm a personality. I'm a character. I'm the show wrapped in one human form. And they don't like it. I don't care. That's just who I am. Let me see. Misty says Elon hi. Misty hi there. Elon fish rain. Ah, hey, air crew boy, what's up? I think I haven't seen you before, but welcome in, air crew boy. Misty boom. Hey, Queen Bee Scratchers. I seen you before. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Queen Bee. Rosebud, hey Queen Bee. Shay Jane says, hey Queen. Yeah, it's all love, you know. Uh, for me, it's about community, because that's where everything, stands for a content creator like myself. Without community, I'm nothing. And I always say this all the time. I'm zero without community. Zero. Zero. And you think I'm lying? Watch some of my videos. I go in town and I talk to random folks. I don't care if you're rich, you're poor, you're on drugs, you're a drug dealer, or whatever. You don't scare me. You don't. But yeah, so you know, I'm having a ball. Um, hey Nina, yo, 401, Justin. I don't know who she's talking to, but I don't know who's Justin. But hey, welcome in, Nina, yo. Yeah, you know. But yeah, so I'm just saying, for my part, as a content creator in a scratcher world niche, because the way how it goes, there's rules, unspoken rules, and I don't follow none of it. I break every rule, and they know it. They can't stand it. That's why they don't like me, you know. And wait, hold on. Queen Bee Scratcher says, "Thank you, no worries." Rosebud says, "I gotta go jump in the shower." Okay, Rosebud. Thank you for showing. Appreciate you, Rosebud. Have a great day in Florida. Yeah. And but yeah, so yeah, it is what it is. I label myself an underdog still. Always will. Because the underdog's not supposed to win, you know. But I have that grit, I have that fight, and I have that hustle. And I'm not gonna let that go. Like George W. Bush said, not on my watch. Not on my, and he's a Republican, But like I said, I don't hate on nobody. Um, even if my folks hate me or whatever, it's like whatever to me. I don't care. It doesn't phase me. I try to be funny because I rather be laughing than just being all serious all the time. For what, But yeah, I like to make impressions. Like George W. Bush, he's a funny guy. Um, but he could get serious too, because I like to. I'm not trying to be political or anything because I know that's another conversation. But whoever's president in the United States, even if they're not my party, I still root for them, because that's my country, USA. I'll live and die for this country, to be honest. That's just me though, I'm proud, to be honest, and I'm prideful. So yeah, if you guys don't know that, now you know. Um Shed James, hey y'all. In the like, please hit the like button and the oh, thank you, Shed James. She's awesome. Yeah. Missy says it's your channel, your way, not let anyone control your channel, content do your way. Yeah, that's true. Everybody has their own way of running their things, on their channel. Um, that's their right. But like I said, some folks, I don't like how they run it because they're just corporate. They're just about the money. I'm not about that. Um, I mean, money's nice, don't get me wrong, but you know, um, I almost a couple times, lost my life, and I thank God because He saved me, because it would not be possible if I was been, deceased, and I'm here today, and look at me now. I have a channel that's, man, I have momentum, and it's a lot. and people are behind me, and people that are against me feel it like that, and I notice. So don't think I don't notice because I do. But yeah. Okay. Misty says, proud of you for staying true to your beliefs and yourself. Oh yeah, I have to. Ain't nobody gonna change who I am. Like I said, I'm community driven first. Um, that's no lie. Some content creators won't go to where I go, because they're calculated. They think strategic first, like what's in it for me. I don't think like that. I think more like, okay, he showed me love, so let me go show him love. But then, like I said, I have boundaries too, where like I believe all content creators have boundaries, but I'll tell you mine. Um, I give everybody a chance, but if they fumbled it or they crossed me, then that's it. You're done, and I don't look back. Once I make a decision, that's it. And I'm not trying to be mean, but when I give someone a chance, hey, take care of it. Just take care of it, please. That's all I ask. Cause the way I see it, people gave me a chance and I do my best to not fumble it. And they know that. And so it's not my fault that we're not talking no more, or whoever I'm not talking to. That's just how it goes. Hey, hey, that's the guy right there. Cali Scratcher is my cousin. He's the one that got me into this YouTube. So that's the one right there. Yeah. He's all like true. Yeah. So he's my producer. He does my thumbnails. He does my posters. He edits my videos. Lately I've been doing my shorts. Um, yeah, all that. So he's responsible for that. He's in the chat, Cali Scratcher. Um, yeah, so he's all like, hi there. Yeah, but he's awesome. He gets down, he's creative. He's creative. And I'm glad that he's in the chat because he does support me, 100%. Vash the code drunken. What are we doing here? Oh, we're just hanging out, bro. Yeah. I mean, anyone could come, it's worldwide. This is not local. If I was doing scratching only for scratchers, then yeah, it would have been, limited or whatever, right? But this is worldwide, this is a different level now, what I'm doing. So it's major. Misty says, Cali Scratcher, master 100% of all trades. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's all good. I'm all happy because it's freaking hot over here. It's like almost 100 degrees. And I was like, man, oh, it's freaking hot. And I was like, oh, you know what? I want to go live. Because I could. I don't belong to no alliance. I don't have to answer to nobody. I could do how I please. And that's awesome. I think all content creators should do that. But unfortunately in this niche, it doesn't work that way. For the scratching, the for the people that are watching that don't know, there's alliances. Um, they communicate with their phones to see who goes live. It's all structured. I know this because like I said, I used to roll with the big boys, but I got out of it. So I'm independent now, you know? And but yeah, that's how it goes. And they don't like it because they know I have what I have. They want what I have, but they can't. That's the thing. And they wonder how I got it. You know, they can study me all they want, but the truth is, they don't have what I have. They don't. As long as I be myself and I keep posting every day, yeah, let the hate come. Who cares? Um, it's gonna be a lot worse for my rivals and foes. That's just how it is now. Yeah. But yeah, hey, hey, yo, relaxing, calm. I think he's from the Philippines. What's up? He says hello, everyone. What's going on? Yeah, yeah, he's from the Philippines. So Vash the Cold Drunkard says if you run 5 charity runs of 3K or more with the only real food diet, I'll subscribe and donate. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that, bro. Cause I'm happy who I am, bro. If you don't like it, then there's the door, bro. Wish you all the best on YouTube, whatever you do. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Um, Jahaz Vibes says hi. She's also channel member for Blurmanscratchers. She's from the Philippines. Hey, Jahaz Vibes. Cali Scratcher says hello. Shit, James. No, give a darn 48. That's awesome. Yo, relaxing commas. Hello, Misty. Oh, okay, saying hello. Oh, and there's Yeroy. I always say his name wrong. I always try to get it right. And no disrespect, okay? So there's some names that are exotic, and I try my best to learn them, but sometimes they're hard. So I'm not perfect, okay? So apologies. Says Madam Jazz. Good morning, Poe. Okay, that's how they talk in the Philippines. When they say Poe, that's how they talk in the Philippines. Misty, vast, interesting. Jahaz vibes with the emojis with the dollar signs of Blurman. Jahaz vibes. Arc. Okay. Vash the code drunken. Hey, real food helps a lot to feel full and lose weight. Oh yeah, and I do that. I eat grilled chicken. My first anniversary, Cali Scratcher provided the chicken, and I was eating the chicken, on my anniversary, and I was like, man, this chicken is awesome, because because I'm having a plate of chicken, who doesn't like chicken, right? And when I said that, then Kai Scratcher pops up. He goes, "Yeah," because he's the one that got me the chicken. So yeah, it's awesome. Um, Shet James, please be respectful in the chat. Shet James, she's throwing the gauntlet. You don't want to mess with her. Vash James, no, Vash the cold drunken pickles are my fave. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, my sisters they love pickles. I don't like pickles, to be honest. I like cucumbers. Cucumbers are awesome. They're fresh. I like to put salt, a little bit of salt, because salt's too much. Limon, tahine, and mix it up. And that's what I like to eat, cucumbers. Or in Spanish, they call it pepinos. Okay, in Spanish. Like I said, I'm Mexican. But like I said, I'm American too. But like I said, I'm not afraid of my heritage. But yeah. Um Vash the cold drunkard says eat 500 pounds of pickles and you lose weight, but they are a negative calorie. I don't know if I could do that, 100 pounds of pickles, because that's too much, bro. That's just too much. Shan Zavino channel. She's also from the Philippines. Says hello. Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I have a lot of folks from the Philippines. I go to their channel, say hi, and that's why they're showing me love right now. So yeah, shout out to the content creators from the Philippines, and they know what they're doing. They're big channels over there. They stream worldwide. Um, and they're successful. Yeah, so shout out to them. Let's see, Shan Zavino channel, okay. Yeah. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all love. It's all love. But yeah, like I said, my niche is the scratchers. California lottery scratchers. So that's my lane. And Kelly Scratcher, that's my cousin. He's saying I love pickles. Oh yeah, you see, that's how we're different. And me and Kelly Scratcher, we have our battles. As a content creator, and he's a content creator too. We clash. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's love because we don't let it get in our, in the way of our, being related. You know, and he knows that, and I know that. But as a content creator, we do clash because we have different styles, you know. Like he likes pickles. I don't like pickles. I like cucumbers, you know. But he likes pickles. I don't. Kai Special says, "Have you tried pickle beer?" You see what I mean? He's bringing up stuff that he knows that I don't like pickles. It's like, dude, why are you telling me? I don't like pickles. Shed Jane says we do a pickle festival here. Oh yeah, she's from Texas. She's from Texas. Shed James. Oh, that's awesome, Shed James. Oh, Kai Scratchers is all excited. He's like, no way, because he wants to go now. Kai Scratcher says, where are you from? She's from Texas, bro. Yeah. Like I said, all the folks that are watching me worldwide right now, I have a good memory. I don't smoke. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke any hard drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I quit all that. I went cold turkey. Okay? And I'm good. And I'm focused on this YouTube like 100%, like a hawk, you know? And I'm not going to let it go until till I pass. And that's a long time cuz my great grandpa, yeah, he lived up to 100 years old, you know? And so it's in our genes to live for a long time. As long as I keep walking and lift weights and stuff, you don't got to worry about me. You don't. We're good. Vash the quote drunken, eat all you want as long as you watch calories of things. No offense. I took a 540 pounder friend, and after 3 years, he's 230. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. Glad you could help him, shed that weight, so you could be much healthier. That's cool. April Meadows, 67. Hey, April Meadows. Welcome in. Welcome in. Shed Jane says, hey, April. James Rowe. Hey, guy, you're amazing and strong individual. You do just take a little a little slow. Well, hey, sorry about that. I mean, as that saying goes, different strokes for different folks. A lot of people are not gonna like how I, do my shows, and that's okay. Everybody has a different taste, but I'm just gonna be me, and that's it. Um, Missy says, April, hi. April Meadow says, hi, Shades. April Meadows says, hi, Misty. Vash the cold drunkard. I smoke like Cheech and Chong from 6 years old, and I'll blast hash and work out daily. Hey, brother. Well, actually, you beat me because you were smoking since you were 6. I smoked when I was 13, so you had 7 years ahead of me. Okay? And I will smoke hash, and the wax and everything, and I had connections, but I had to quit all that, because it did get dangerous at times, because when you don't buy it from the store and you go somewhere from, there's people that they know that you don't know, and they could be dangerous, and I've been in situations like that, believe me, and you just gotta be careful. But yeah, that's cool, man. Missy says, James, hey. Shay James says, hey, all welcome. April Meadows says, hi, Blurman. Love Scratch Channel. Rooting for you, buddy. Oh, thank you, April Meadows. Appreciate you. Super yeah, super yeah. Thank you. Thank you. James Rowe, no, you good. Okay. I don't know. You gotta let me know, James Rowe, because I'm talking to everybody. That's how I have that energy, that spunk, that charisma, that I don't care who you are. If you want to talk to me, you can. We can have a conversation. Like I said this many times before, I don't care who you are. You don't scare me. You don't. Okay? But it doesn't mean that, oh, hey, I'm gonna be an a-hole, and just not avoid you. No, I'm welcome if you want to, welcome me and have a conversation. Let's go. Why not? But yeah. Um Shay Jane says, pull up a chair, sit a while, hang out with some awesome folks. Yeah. James Rose says, text shorted out. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, James Rowe. Appreciate that. Vash the quote drunkard happens when your brothers are 10 years old plus older. My brothers had a friend shot in Arizona as kids, so I know to enjoy not present. Oh, okay. So he had a life experience that happened to him. His friend got shot, and that's why he's smoking, I believe, right? And it could mentally mess with you, Um, and I get that. I understand that. I hear a lot of crazy stories from different folks, believe it or not. Some had meth problems. Oh man, if you hang around people that are meth, That's crazy, bro. You know? Um, they'll be saying, yeah, they'll be stealing off their moms or their dads, stealing this and that left and right. I didn't really want to hang around with them, but I did hear them out, you know? And it's just one of those things where now these days I don't hang around with nobody. I stand alone by myself, and I think it's better that way. You know, I only surround myself with people that love me, who for me, such as my cousin Cali Scratcher, who's my blood. He understands me, so I hang around with them. Goofy Frijol, who's working right now, shout out to him. He understands me, and he's Mexican too, and he's crazy. He's like me, but he's bald and he's shorter and he looks cholo. Cholo means gangster. Yeah. And I'm not trying to scare you folks, but he keeps it real. You think I keep it real? You haven't heard of him yet. And he'll tell you straight up and he don't care. He don't care. But yeah, let me see. Um Missy says, Vash, you said in Arizona, really? Vash, the cold drunkard. If you're in Arizona, or never mind, I'll come push you and smoke you out. But no, that didn't make me smoke. It was ADHD, and my brothers hated with crazy ASS. Okay, so he probably had. To be honest, I don't know. It just sounds like it's just a crazy story, bro. You know, and then it is what it is. And I don't know. Yeah. So good luck with that, you know? Um, like I said, I miss some real folks on the streets. Real folks. And I'm not trying to scare folks, but that's just how it is, you know? And like I said, I'm not afraid of nobody, you know. The only person I'm really afraid of, and he's not a person, he's God himself, and he's up there. That's the only force that's not in this world that I'm really afraid of, is God. That's it. If you're a man and woman, sorry, but I'm not scared of you guys. I'm not. Okay. Um Misty was on Misty says was on meth over 20 years, clean since 2023. Oh wow. Congratulations, Misty. That's awesome. Keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah. Cuz I know that's a hard drug, you know? It's really hard. It's really hard. Missy says I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, she's from Phoenix. Yeah, I remember that since I think last night when I did the pop-up. Yeah, she told me. Shay Jane says I have family in Phoenix. Yeah. Oh, that's the first time she told me, but I know Shay James is in Texas, you know? So yeah. But yeah, everybody comes from different walks of life, different hardships, And I get that because I was one of them, I was introduced to racism as a little child. Me raising and getting raised in Kingsburg, there was racism early on. Some of my teachers told me to tell my mom and dad through me when I was a child going to kindergarten. Hey, during art class, hey, go back to Mexico with your parents, like that, straight up. And I was like, what? And I was like, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So I know how racism looks. And there's a lot of it in this country, you know, just because of your color, you know, and it does live. It does live. Um, Let me see. Misty says prayers for the lost souls and brokenhearted. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because a lot of people lose their lives over drugs. And now these days it's fentanyl. Well, in Fresno County, where I live, a lot of people they do fentanyl, but not by choice. They get like they do Molly. I guess that's ecstasy, right? They take it, but they don't know that they're taking fentanyl. Okay, and that right there instantly kills you. That stops your breathing, and they OD. You know, and it happens a lot in Fresno County. So yeah, it's crazy. Vash, the cold drunkard, kids do what their brothers do after hitting 25 years ago. I see so many crazy things. I only walk in public with my Smith and Wesson. Also, he has a gun, so he was always strapped. Hey, man, I hear that from folks too, like my ex friends. Um, they carry their guns with them, which is fine. Um, like I said, I'm a big believer in the Second Amendment. You know, but right to bear arms. I always been like that. Um, yeah. So hey, man, more power to you. Just be careful. Uh, Shay Jane says, and I have family in California. Oh, hey, Shay Jane, you have family in California. That's awesome. Yeah. Joey Arcade wins R1. It's nearly 1 a.m. here in the UK. Hey, what's up, England? What's going on? What's going on? Missy, Joey, good to see you. Hi. Joey, hello, Misty. DJAF, it happened to Juice World. Okay. Oh, he's talking about the overdose. Yeah, because Juice World, he was a singer, rapper, and he was taking Molly, and maybe he took fentanyl or something like that. But it was one of those Percocets that he took and he OD'd. Rest in peace, Juice World. Yeah. Um, Vash the Cold Drunkard. I don't know why, but I feel this is the second time I found you. I literally come show you how to change life in small way. I'm from AZ and I love to support people. Hey, that's awesome, Vash the Cold Drunkard. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, that's what I do too. Me as a content creator, when I'm not doing lives, you know how they have those icons, those little small icons, and then you could go and see people's scratching scratchers and stuff. I go show love too to multiple, scratchers and stuff like that. And some of them show love, but like I said, I've been seeing that they're being corporate now. They're dictating what the folks could say, and they're telling their moderators to do their dirty work, so that way the content creators could look like, oh, it's not me. But you know what? That's not how it goes. Because when when your moderators do your dirty work, you're just guilty as them. And I called them out for it. Check out my community post. I wrote something regarding that. They know. They know. Um, Sham Zavino channel M. Okay. Shay James, San Diego area cousin. Hey, Shay James, you gotta connect me with them. I'm crazy like that. Misty says, DGF, good to see you here. DGF 5150. Oh, I don't know what that means. What do you think about Yeska, my boy? I used to smoke it when I was 13 years old. I had to quit because it was making me get more fat. Um, and it was slowing me down, so I stopped, and I'm good now. But I have nothing against weed, to be honest. It's good, but then again, for me, it's not. So I stay away from it, from a distance. And if people that do that around me, and if they're my real friends, I'll tell them straight up, and I'm not shy. I'll say, hey, if you're gonna smoke that, do it when I'm not around. If you don't like it, don't be my friend, bro. Don't even come around here no more. And I'll tell them straight up. And then it's up to them if they want to mess with me or not. Yeah, that's how it goes. Let me see. Uh, Missy says, Vash, we should link up since I'm here in Phoenix. That's good. Everybody's connecting. That's cool. That's cool. Vash the cold drunkard, bro. ID love to come do some hikes and show you some tasty food because I'm a meat man, not a vegan freak. Yeah, I like to eat meat too. Look, I have a fat gut. I like to eat carne asada, um, chicken, al pastor, um, all those meats, bro. But I do like vegetables because they're healthy. And I do love water because look what I'm drinking. You know, I like to drink water because water's healthy. So I like drinking it. Mm. Okay, Misty says meat yummy. DGAF 5150. Misty, I apologize, but can you remind me where we meet again? Oh, it sounds like you guys are intimate. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Misty, Vash, when I do a panel, you should join. DGAF 5150. I only do Yes, God, bro, but what state are you from? If I may ask, I'm from California, bro. And everybody knows too, because a lot of people are scared to say what town. I'm from Kingsburg, bro. Ugh. Kingsburg, California. Yeah. So what's up? Yeah. Um, Let me see. Shay Jane says he's in California. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Shay Jane is talking about me. Oh, okay. Uh, DGA 5150. Órale. I'm from California también. That's awesome. Well, if you think about it, a lot of Latinos or Mexicanos are from California, you know? We're heavily dense here, you know, as a population. And to be honest, California is the most heavily populated state in all the union. So we should be proud of that. There's more people here in the state versus any other state in the union. So super, yeah. um DGAF 5150. I like some sub. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Thanks, appreciate that. Misty, Caroline, and OYB and Cat Channel, and think another one. Okay. Vasta Cold Drunkard. Broski, I'm not afraid of drugs, but I'm more natural and love mushies and beef. Okay. I think he's talking about mushrooms. I love to drink water, but you need some electrolytes. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. I do need that. I do need that. Shay Jane says, thank you, DGAF. Oh, thank you. DGAF 5150 got you, Misty. Misty's laughing. Misty Wowzers. Cat with the LOL. DGAF, no problem, Jane. Misty, we appreciate all new subscribers, 100, and everyone here. Yeah. DGAF 5150. I'm from the Bay Area. Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, DGAF 5150. Since you're from the Bay, one of my artists that I like to listen to is Burner, the founder of Cookies. You know who I'm talking about, right? I bet you do. I listen to his music. I have yet to post on my channel what kind of songs I like from Burner, because he's Mexican too, but he's Mexican and he's Italian because his dad's Mexican. I believe his dad is he used to be a chef, and his mom, I think, a teacher. I could be wrong, but may her rest in peace. She's not living no more. She's Italian. Um, but he identifies himself as Mexican. Burner, the founder of Cookies. Yeah, so shout out to the Bay Area. And let me see. Misty, we appreciate all the new subscribers. Okay, DGAF 5150. Okay. DGAF 5150. Yes, I know Burner. I like his music, but I don't like his business practices. Well, everybody's not gonna like, certain things, but I gotta give him respect. I mean, Cookies is a successful brand, even though I don't smoke weed no more. A lot of people go to that brand and they buy his product and he's successful. And I can't hate on that, especially he's Mexican. I gotta support all my Mexicans. I don't care. Even if I hate them, if they're successful and they're globally, I gotta give them love. I have to. I have to. Um Let me see. DGAF 5150. He'll be taxing too much at the dispensaries. That You know what? You probably have a point. But I'm not trying to hate or anything. But like I said, I'm for the people. And if there's the issues or issues, I will listen to the people. Because those are the ones that supporting. Your where you're selling. So DGAF 5150. He's probably right. Yeah. Um, Vash the Cold Drunkard. I'm down to do any meetup since I'm going to Globe, Arizona in a few days, since that's my hometown. My grandma and two friends pass in. Okay, yeah. Well, I have an email, so anyone could email me. I don't care. It is what it is. It's on my YouTube page. It's right there. Blurmanscratchers@gmail.com. So anyone could email me. Yeah. Um. Vash the Cold Drunker. Cookies suck as a brand. Oh, then there you go. He probably likes another brand. Let me guess, you like Dr. Green Thumb. That's Be Real from the Cypress Hill. Let me know. Um, Christy, DGAF, what's going on, fam? Hey, Christy, I think, or Chris, DGAF 5150. I just feel like for someone who used to be pobre, meaning poor, why are all your eights 40 now? Oh, I mean, I can't speak for him. He has to talk to for himself, you know. But yeah, that's interesting. Um, Chris X didn't think I see you here. He's all like this and with the it's all right, Chris X. I didn't think I was gonna be here too. Literally, meaning I thought I was gonna die a long time ago, but I'm here now. So uh, um DGAF 5150. Hi Chris. I forgot where I met you from, but I do recognize your name and pic. Chris X, Dex DGAF, Vastical Drunkard, Oasis. Oh, that's his brand he likes from the weed. Oasis. Okay. DGAF 5150, but in my defense, I smoke a lot of weed. I could tell. I could tell. Especially you have your username 5150. I know you're crazy to do weed or whatever you like to do. It's America. uh, Misty, Chris, hey, with the high, and Chris X. I get zips here, DGF for $1. Dang, he's probably slanging, folks. And if you don't know what that means, I'm not gonna tell you because it's blurred. Nah, just kidding. Oh my god. DGA 5150, good to see you, Chris. Chris X, what's good, Misty? DGI 5150, where you at, Chris? What the hell is going on? Chris X, hey, glad you alive, fam. Me too, me too. I'm glad I'm alive. Chris X, Florida at DGA 5150. Oh, I don't know. Vash the Cold Drunkard, Oasis in New Mexico are the extremely highly graded cannabis, but feels like Colorado cannabis. Oh yeah, I heard some good things about Colorado cannabis. Um, I think their prices are competitive. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Um, they have competitive prices. Their potency, they're up there. They're getting up there. But who has the crown still for the potency of cannabis, but the prices are still kind of high, but still has the crown is California. Still number one. All right. Shit, James. I hate to run, but dinner time. Anyone want some pizza? Yeah, go ahead, shit, James. You can eat. It's all good. I'm here. I come moderate myself. No worries. Chris X. Nah, my crab straight gas. Fire. He's talking about fire. Well, you grow it? Are you your own grower? You know, that's why it's $1 for you when you're talking about the zips. Let me know. Um Vast the cold drunkard, but Colorado beats all states. Oh, okay. Tell me why. Why? You gotta have a reason for that. You just can't be saying a statement like that. What's the reason? Chris X. I know her from another live, brother. Oh, okay. Okay, that's awesome. DJA 5150, right. Hey Chris, do you think Blurmanscratchers will like pub subs? What is that? Like Subway sandwich or something like that? Let me know. Vash the cold drunkard. Colorado is the cheapest and the highest rated cannabis. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to look into that. Just because you said that, I will. And once I go live again, and if you see me, we'll talk about it. Because I will look into that. Trust me, I'm not one of those phony folks that just say it just to say it and I don't do it. I will take my time out of my day and look into it because now you got me interested. Yeah, I mean, intrigued. You know, really? Colorado, the cheapest and the highest rated cannabis. I'm thinking California is, but hey, I'll look into that. Um, WLUS, go USA Soccer. Sorry, I can't say your name right. But welcome in. Yeah, USA. Yeah, shout out to USA men's soccer team. You know, because I go for them too. I don't know when they're going to play, but they're in the World Cup, and so far they've been winning their games. So that's awesome. Keep at it, men's soccer team. I hope you guys go far. And if not, you know, you did all right. You know, you did more than all right. You know, you're representing this country, and everybody looks up to you, and you have that underdog spirit. You know, so hopefully you go far because there's some bigger beast teams out there, you know? And but like I said, since you have the home turf, you know, we're dangerous. Let me see. Uh oh, Chris X says Publix is a grocery store deli. Oh, okay. I heard of that before from another scratcher channel. Okay, I know what you're talking about. DGIF 5150. Chris, do you personally like them? Okay. Shed James, I'm out. Have fun and stay blessed, everyone. Okay, Shed James, thank you. Thank you for hanging out for a bit. And, have a blessed day. You're awesome, Shed James. Don't give a darn. 48. You're awesome. You're awesome. DGAF 5150. I met Chris on another stream. A good friend of mine named Dex. Okay, that's awesome. Chris X. I don't like Subway because their bread is always stale as F. I prefer Publix subs. Okay, okay, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's the cold drunkard, I'll pick a jar in ABQ, and Colorado was the first legal state. Yeah, I think you're right on that. Um, Cali has nothing on Colorado. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. To be honest, I'm gonna have to look into that. But I do know Colorado was the first legal state. It was. DJS, hell yes, Chris. I like the chicken tender subs, the buffalo one. Yeah, that's awesome. Chris X, hell yeah, that's my go-to DGAF. Yeah. And then Vash, the cold drunkard, buffalo is the best. Oh, okay. He's talking about the sandwiches. Misty Shades, enjoy your dinner. DGAF 5150 Shades. Buen, Appetit, and all that. I hope I said it right. And Rachel, Pikachu fans, April Daisy. Hi. Hi. Hi, welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah. Um DGAF 5150, Blurmanscratchers, we need to settle this right now. Green or red enchiladas? Man, that's hard. But I usually go for the red first, but if I get tired of that, because you know, you eat that a lot, then I switch it up to green. So yeah. And Misty says Rachel hi. Chris X says, I don't know, man. My crap comes straight from Cali and it's always good as hell. Yeah, you see, that's why I'm all like Colorado, they're the first state, you know, that legalized it. I give them that, you know, and props to them because they had the guts to say, hey, to the nation that hey, cannabis is all right, you know, and we're gonna legalize it, you know, and they were the first state. And then California, you know, I love this state to death, but they were slow, you know, and I wish they were the first state to legalize it first. But here's the thing. They did legalize it, but it was for medicinal purposes. Okay? So I'll give them that. California was the first state, but it was only for medicinal purposes. You had to had a medical card, you know, for medicinal purposes. You had to had a doctor check you out, and then he'll prescribe you the card so you could buy cannabis. So California did do that, the first state. But Colorado, you know, you had to be 21 years and over. They were the first state to legalize it. So I'll give them that. Okay, let me see. Chat's going by fast. Chris X. I don't know. Okay. Misty DGAF. I made my famous green chili chicken enchiladas. The other night posted a short on my channel. I love green. Oh, okay. Yeah, green's all right. I like it. You know, it's good to change it up sometimes because if you eat the same thing, you get tired of it. So you have to innovate, you know, and think of new foods to eat. So that's pretty good. DGAF 5150 Misty, that's what's up. I'm gonna check it out right now. he he's probably hungry already. Maybe he has the munchies. Messiah Rising. Oh, hey, that's an awesome name. Let me guess, he's talking about eating tortas. No, enchiladas. That's what I was talking about. DGAF 5150. That was my next question, bro. Chicken or cheese enchiladas? That's the quote drunkard. I'll feed you chicken and pickles all day for a year or two if you want friend to make you push weekly. He's talking about going to the restroom, you know? Oh, you guys are funny. Chris X, chicken for sure, DGAF. Misty, Messiah, let me guess, you're talking about eating poop? DGAF 5150, same Chris. Chris X, we only have medical marijuana here in Florida. Oh, yeah. Hey, speaking about Florida, since you brought it up, Florida is a little bit slow, okay, on the cannabis scene, all right? They're more stricter. Why? Because they have, okay, I love Florida to death, okay? I think it's a beautiful state weather-wise, okay? I like their subtropical climate, you know? I think it's almost year round. It's sunny. I like that. Their beaches are always warm, okay? Um, they have that going for them. And there's a heavily Latino presence there in the state, which I like, you know, because I like to be around my people. You know what I mean? So, but and I hate to say this because I don't want to be too political, but it's facts. Uh, Florida, it's a Republican state, so they have ideals and values that they see cannabis as, oh, it's like a evil drug or something like that. They go hard, old school scare tactics, you know, and nothing gets because they're conservatives, you know. Conservatives are, they don't want anything changed at all. They want things the same. Sort of like me in this niche of the scratcher world. The people that are conservative, they don't like change. They don't like me. They consider me liberal. They consider me probably Obama. I'm change because I'm not how I look like them. You see what I'm saying? So Florida, they're a little bit slow on the cannabis, but I think the people, if they use their voices, because they like their freedoms there, Florida, I know they do. Um, they'll let them know, and then the politicians are gonna have to listen to them, because Florida, they don't, the power's in the people. Like I said, I believe in that. When you unite, it's hard to deny the people. It's hard to deny them. But yeah, Chris is right on that. All right, let me see. Misty looking DJ 5150 Blurmanscratchers. I'm a female. Oh, you're a girl. Wow, it makes me like you more. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up? Vax the cold drinker. You're not Spanish. If green is the first pepper to choose, green is a native pepper. Misty's laughing. Vash the cold drunkard. I'm not kidding. Oh, okay. Misty, Vash, you can like both red and green. Okay. Vesicle drunker, protein and negative vegetables, caloric wise is amazing. Okay. Chris X, different counties have different rules towards it. Some parts it's still a felony, others are just tickets. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Chris, gateway drug. Oh, okay, so yeah, because they say that cannabis is a gateway drug, which I think is false. Um, I believe cigarettes is way more harder on your health. That's just my opinion, and it leads to more to different drugs. But that's just me though. But that's and that industry there gets away with murder basically because a lot of people die from smoking, and that's just how it is. But hey, like I said, it's America. You have choices, and you can pick and choose what you want. Okay, let me see. Vash the quote drunkard, green pepper tastes like dirt. Red is real peppers. Okay, Misty. Vash depends how it cooked, but you have your own opinion. Okay. Vash the cold drunker. Sorry, Missy, but green tastes dirty. That's funny. Chris X Vash the quote drunker. Fun fact: green peppers are the same as yellow or red. They're just more ripe. Okay. Rachel says green. Okay. The one and only Pereira. Oh, Perella. I seen it before. I don't do drugs and I really drink. My weakness is food and gambling. Hey, welcome to my world. Vastical drunk here. Yes, yellow and red are mature, and people be picking green unripe peppers. Okay. Um, DJF 5150 Misty, I sub to you, but I couldn't find the enchilada video. Sad. Oh, okay. Chris X. Weed is definitely not a gateway drug, as alcoholic liquor is 1,000 times worse. All that too, you got to be careful because with alcohol, you could get alcohol poisoning real fast without even noticing. Um, like you could drink a lot and you think you're all right, then you fall asleep and never wake up. You know, um, that's alcohol poisoning for you. You know, it's crazy. So you got to watch out how much you could drink. You know, um. DJ F5150 Blurman, what do you think both electric vehicles? Well, actually, to be honest, I think they're all right. If you could afford it, I do know they're pricey. That's the issue now. Um, if you have the money, why not? Because it's economical. Um, I know gas is cheap. But electric, because my sister has one and she's a teacher. And by the way, she has a badass car. She has a Ford Mustang electric one, and it's real nice because her husband, he owns a business, so he, shout out to him. But you know because of that and their careers, they could afford it, so they have a, I think it's like 2 years old already, the Ford Mustang, but it's an electric car and it's real nice. I like it, and it's electric. And you know and she don't have to spend gas, and it's she goes far with the charge, so I think it's all right. But like I said, a lot of folks can't afford them because they're expensive. Chris X, I've been drinking for 2 decades, bro. Well, yeah, you could do that just in moderation. Just don't do it overboard where you just never wake up, and that's alcohol poisoning for you. But that's awesome, Chris. Uh, Chris says every day, damn, you probably have problems. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Uh, DGAF 5150. I heard that even men think Cybertrucks are ugly. LOL. Are you talking about the Elon Musk Cybertrucks? To be honest, I don't think I could fit into it. So that's why I don't even think about it. Um, I think the one that I'm trying to go for, like after I get fully monetized, because I'm getting that close, because YouTube is doing its the counting of the watch hours. um Once that kicks in, and then I give it, let it to God, where I'm still alive for years to come, and I still have the momentum, which like I said, I'm focused, laser focused. um I want to get a truck, but not just like any truck, like a Chevy or whatever, more like a Toyota, you know, um, because I think Toyotas are better. Um, they're like economical and stuff like that, and they're more roomy for me. So I'm gonna try to aim for that. But yeah. Let me see. Let me see. DJ 5150 Orale, so you know who to ask for money. Hello, just kidding. You're funny. Chris X, Cybertrucks are my fifth grade drawing. Talking to the girl, because she finally says she's a girl at DDGAF 5150. Vash, the co-drunkard. Chris is so right. You like, I hope all like you, brother, can change life choices. I'm moving to Arizona where my grandparents died. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it goes well for you, Vash the cool drunkard. In Arizona, you have much success. Um, Whatever you do, bro. If you have a family, take care of them. Live one day at a time, and all the best. All the best. um, DGAF 5150 for real, Chris. Look, they gave up on the design midway. He's talking about the Elon Musk trucks. All right, Misty, DGAF, when you have extra time, go under where it says shorts. That's where you find 2 videos of the enchiladas, if not under videos. Okay. Chris X says, I gave you a sub, brother. Hey, appreciate it, Chris. Chris X. Yeah, thanks, man. And usually for me, like I said this before and people thought I was crazy, you know. um and I'll say it again, since everybody's watching worldwide, I forget it's worldwide, but it is what it is. Everybody's watching worldwide. Um, when I was a really small fish in the pond in my niche of the scratcher world, um, you know what what had in my mentality when I went up against a scratcher channel that was a giant. I always refer to it. I know they hate it, but hey, I don't care. Um, you know, I had that mentality where me against the world, and I said, ever since that moment passed, because when I was living in that moment, it was surreal. My chat flooded with a lot of folks, and that you're looking up the head and the shoulders shot up to in the hundreds. It was crazy. And people that were there saw it with their own 2 eyes and they couldn't believe what was happening. And I was going against a giant. And ever since that happened, I told myself I'd rather be a small channel, you know? But people think I'm crazy for that. Because at that moment on, I realized that I don't have to be the biggest channel there ever was. Because I since that day, it it hit me like this. I have support. I have support. People don't understand, but I do. And that's scary. That's scary. But yeah, I'd rather be small. But hey, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Let me see. Oh man, the chat's going. All right. Let me see. Chris, man, I missed that. Man, I hate that. I like to read. I give you okay. DJAF 5150. Okay, Missy, I will check shortly. DJAF 5150. Chris, I feel like when you run into a friend at the store right now. Okay. Chris X, I have a BMW and a Ford F-150 King Ranch. Hey, that's awesome. My dad used to have a Ford 150 too, but those old school ones, the standard. My dad, yeah, he knows how to drive standard. Yeah, that's cool. Um, Vast the cold drunkard. I like full engine aspirated cars with no BS. Toyota trucks in the 90s are the best. Yeah, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Chris X, haha, for real though, girl. That's funny. DGAF 5150. Oh, she's feeling it. She's feeling the love. Chris X is feeling it too. Oh, yeah. DJ 5150. Yo, Blurman. I know I have a long username, so you may call me DG or Lila if you like. I'll call you DG because that's short. You know, Lila is like have to think more. I'll just call you DG. DG is cool. Okay. DG with she's going like this. Okay. DG or call me Pinch. Oh my god, you're so much. Okay, so I'll say it. I'll say it. She says, or call me pinche mora chula. For folks that don't know, she says, call me damn doll gorgeous. Okay? So that's what she meant. So now I know she's Mexican. That's what I know. Okay, DG, you're awesome. You're awesome. April Nip. Hello, Blurman. Hey, April. How are you? How are you? Chris X. I'm just gonna call you Peach. You guys are funny. DG. Okay, Chris, but only you can. Oh, they're like this. They're like that. Vash the quote drunkard. I'm literally about to come change your life if you let me. I'm not famous or wealthy, but I can't help anyone that wants gains. Oh, it sounds like you're a what's it called? You're a trainer or something to me, you know? That's awesome. Yeah. Well, like I said, for me these days, I go by solo. Um, if you want to reach out, you can. I'm open to that. I don't care. Like I said, I'm not scared of anybody. It is what it is. But I will say this: where I'm at now, or wherever I go, just remember, a lot of people, believe it or not, they call me Fortuna, and it's crazy. I hear their whispers. They'll be saying that. So when they see me, they're like, "Oh, there he is, Fortuna, Fortuna." Like it's crazy. So if you could withstand all that attention, you're more welcome to meet me whenever you feel like it. I hate to admit it, but that's my reality now. Ever since my YouTube. But yeah. All right, let me see. DG says, Blurman, I'm actually in the process of making some Mexican rice right now with some chicken and uh I can't say that word. Sapolitas. I don't know what that means. I'm Mexican, but I don't know all the Spanish words. Um I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna have to look it up. Okay. Chris X says, bet that crap going to confuse MF. That's funny. Uh DG, it's our insider though. Oh, okay. Chris X, yes, sir. Okay. Garrett Mason, and also you achieve something when you're also getting more subscribers on. Oh, okay. Appreciate that, Garrett. Yeah, appreciate that. Hey, loving myself 2.0. Hello, Blurman game. Hey, what's up, loving myself? Good to see you. Missy, Garrett, hi. DG, yo, Blurman, do you know how to drive standard? No, I don't, DG. Should come over and teach me. um, Misty, loving myself. Hello. Loving myself. Hello, Misty Game. April, I'm good, Blurman. Thank you. How are you? I'm doing well. Just talking. It's all good. DG, but Blurman, the hands of the children of America, or but Blurman, the hands of the children I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest. Uh Vash the quote drunkard. Nope, not a trainer. Oh, okay. You sound like it though. You do sound like it. Vash the quote drunkard, just an average guy that tries to help. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. Um, Chris X, I'm gonna need a plate, please. Chris X Peach. Okay. And DG. Caballotes means little onions, the ones that look like a bowl. Oh, okay. Okay, DG. I got you. DG, it's good, Chris. I'm gonna save you a plate, gang. You guys are funny. DG, I'm gonna save Missy one too if she wants one. Oh, that's awesome. Um, Chris X, but bet Mexican food is unmatched. I heard that too. I heard that too. Vash the quote drunkard, bro. Even a week or three, and if you use calorie thoughts, I'll make you lose 50 pounds for eating and okay. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. Um, like I said, email me, bro. That's the quote drunkard. Yeah, email me, and we'll go from there. Jamaica says, "Hey, Burma. Hey, Jamaica. How are you? How you been? How you been? Good to see you. Good to see you." DG, I don't know why I translate that so freaking weirdly. I was asking if you like the Mexican soccer team Chivas or America. Oh, okay. This is a long essay answer, DG. My grandpa, may he rest in peace. He loved the Chivas. Okay, he loved the Chivas. Um, my mom and I, we like America. Okay. Um, you know, we just do. I don't know if you like America or Chivas, but let me know, DG. But yeah. Um, Misty, yes indeed. I'm a certified big back. Save me a plate. uh, Chris X, Fax Misty, laugh aloud. Physical drunkard. I'll make those wings pistons, bro. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Missy Jamaica High. Oh, that's good. Chris X. I'm a small body with a big appetite. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Missy Chris X. I know that's right. Yeah. DG. Missy, I'm the type to eat a big plate and then justify it by drinking a Diet Coke. Hey, everybody likes a Diet Coke, For me, I like zero sugar Coke. Yeah, because I think well, it's kind of good and bad, but I prefer that over Diet Coke. But that's just me though. But yeah, that's good. Diet Coke's good. DG, I like Chivas and Cruz Azul. Hey, Cruz Azul is a good team too. Yeah. Chivas, I have love because, like I said, my grandpa, he would root for them a lot, and he's a hardcore soccer fan. Um, every time I would go see him when he was alive, he would always have it on. He would just be sitting in the living room watching it. And I arrived, and he knows I was an America fan, and he would always make fun of me. He would say, "Oh, America no sirve." Meaning, if for people that don't know English, I mean Spanish, I said my grandpa he would say to me, "Oh, America," which is a soccer team, Mexican soccer team. He said, "Oh, they don't, they suck," you know, to my face, but in Spanish, because he's a Chivas supporter, in Mexico. So, and I was a America supporter, so we had clashes, but it was all love because uh, that was my grandpa. So yeah, but he was kind of crazy too. Um, there was a time where there was I think two people. Okay, this is the story. Okay, um, my cousin Goofy Frijol. Like I said, he's not the biggest guys. I'm 6 foot and I'm like 400 plus pounds, so I'm a big guy. And I don't get intimidated by size none whatsoever. If you're 6'4" or 6'5", I don't give a damn. I'll still fight you if you talk to me all crazy. If it goes that way, I'll fight you. I don't care. But anyways, he's not as big as me. Goofy Freehold, he's like 5'7", 5'6", and but he's bald, and he has heart, and he's kind of crazy. Um, so what happened was he was coming to see my grandpa when he was alive, may him rest in peace. And when he was coming, there was two people that were gangbangers. Okay, they were I think bulldogs or something like that. Because in Fresno County, there's a lot of bulldog gang members. Okay, so he was walking his pit bull dog, Goofy Frijol, and those gang members approached him and said, "Hey, that's my dog. That's my dog. Give it to me." And he said, "No, that's not your dog. That's my dog." Because like I said, he's crazy like that. If he knows he's in the right, he'll let you know. He don't care. So they were getting crazy with them, two gang members. And then what ended up happening, they did it in front of my grandpa's house. And my grandpa saw that. And you know what he did? He went out there and he told me, "Hey, ¿qué estás haciendo?" Meaning saying, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And then they looked, and then he flashed them his gun. He had his gun in the belt, my grandpa. And then they saw that, and they kind of backed off. That's how crazy my grandpa is, you know. And then, but yeah, that was a crazy story, man. It's crazy. All right, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I was kind of behind because I was talking to story and stuff. Chris X has got to have the Diet Coke to be a Big Mac, to be a big back. That's funny. DG says, "You know what? Agua de Jamaica, they call it hispis." What? Yeah, I know what that is. I know what that is, DG. Jamaica. That's Yeah, I know what that is. It's like brown. Yeah, I used to drink that. Yeah, I still do though. It's pretty good. I like it. DG Misty, is he the bald guy from Arizona? Oh, you guys are funny. Chris X says, "I don't know Spanish, but I know Spanish women." Nothing wrong with that. I know what he's talking about. DG says, "They always be saying that, Blurman." Laughing out loud. And then Missy says, "Yes, I'm this mod DG. It'd be cool to meet him. I'm in Arizona. DG, oh my effing god, I know who that is, Missy. I'll go on his stream sometimes. Do you also know ABG?" Missy says, "Jeremy is the king, 100% of Krabbies." That's funny. DG, I like Jeremy. He's a sweetheart. That's the cool drunkard. So he heading to Globe around the 28th to get a real estate birth certificate, but no fighting, brother, man. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. DG, bulldogs are really just norteños that like to bark at people. LOL. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Misty says, "Big guy appetite. Watch him. Also the whole family." DG, me too, Misty, and also La Gordas. Gordies, love her. Okay, Christy X. My brother had a red-nosed pit bull. Oh, I used to have one of those too. That weighed 120 pounds. That MF was a tank, which is why his name was Tank. Mine was Princess, and she was a girl. And yeah, she was strong. DG, it'll be crazy as hell out in Fresno. Ain't no joke, bro. Oh yeah, Fresno's crazy. Yeah. Missy had a baby pit bull named Capone. Hey, shout out to Capone. I'm not trying to glorify him or anything, but the way my story is, I kind of relate to him because he did some gangster stuff, and I kind of did that too, and I still doing that. But I'm not trying to do. What I'm saying, I'm trying to keep it in the wraps, but you know, I'm doing my best. To be legit, or how they say, easy, too legit to quit. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. So yeah, too legit to quit. All right. Pedro Morales says, hey Blurman, what's up? Hello everybody. Hey, what's up, Pedro Morales? And then that's the quote drunker. Your grandpa isn't crazy for having a gun. My Mexican grandpa that worked the rails always told me to have a gun. Hey, I love your grandpa already. That's the quote drunker. Yeah, because you never know. It's that same goes. If you do wrong, wrong will follow, But if you don't do wrong, nothing's not gonna happen, because you're doing right. People have to do that, they can't be doing dumb stuff, you know. That's just how it goes. Um, DG Blurman, what is the story behind the tattoo on your right arm? The person shape. This one? That's the silhouette. And then right here, you can't really see it, but he's holding the world, and it says the world is mine. Yeah. So it's crazy because I feel like it is. Yeah. But thanks for asking. Yeah. Um, let me see. DG Blurman, you know who got hands? Who got hands? Simone's? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Chris X, I'm gonna head out and start my live, Blurman. Have a good stream, brother. All right, Chris X. Much success to you. Thank you for showing some love. Yeah, I appreciate you, Chris X. Yeah, much love. Pedro Morales, I have 100% pure blue nose pit, and he is a a big baby, perfect family dog. Oh, that's cool, Pedro Morales. A blue nose. Yeah, those are pretty dogs. Vash the quote drunkard is crazy to think he carried to stop illegals from robbing him. Oh, your grandpa did that? That's crazy. It's crazy to think he carried to stop illegals from robbing him. It's crazy to think he carried to stop illegals from. Damn, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah. DG, okay, take care, Chris. See you soon. Chris X, you too, Peach. Chris X, you're welcome, bro. Have a good one. Misty, Pedro, hey. Pedro Morales, he's half albino blue nose. Oh, I don't know what that is, the albino, but I do know what the blue nose is, and those are pretty dogs. Misty, Chris, till we meet again, have a good night. Oh, that's awesome. Pedro Morales, hi Misty, hun. Good to see you. Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy that Vash, the quote drunkyard, shares some real stories about illegals because my dad tells me some crazy stuff. Such as when he crossed the border, um, he went not the Texas way. When you go the Texas way, you have to go through the river, okay? And pardon my French or my language, when you go through that, they you know what they call Mexicans that go through the river? And this is frank and unfiltered, and it's the truth. They call them wetbacks, you know? And my dad told me, he's like, yeah, there's two ways of coming. If you're from Mexico and you don't have papers and you're desperate or whatever, two ways. You go through Texas, you go to the river, that's one way. If not, you have to go the other way. And I said, which one's that way? He goes, you have to go through the California way. I go, well, how is that? He goes, you have to go through the montañas, meaning the mountains. That's another way. So one way, Texas, the water, the river. The other way, California, the mountains. Okay. So he went that way, the mountains. So he crossed the border, my dad, illegally. He has some balls. I give him that. Um, he's still alive. He's skinnier than me. He's shorter than me, but I don't have his looks. I have my mom's looks. Okay, so I don't look like my dad. Thank God, because my dad's kind of ugly. No, I just kidding. I just say that to mess around. But to be honest, I don't look like my dad. But yeah, so he was telling me that, and then and he's a hard worker. When he hit this country, he didn't do drugs or anything or gangs or anything. He went straight to work, and he did the jobs that were hard, such as working the fields, and he climbed up, and he had help. Um, there was this one white person. His name is Ken. Shout out to Ken, and he had his business, agriculture business, and he helped my dad. He helped him climb the ranks, and now my dad, he has a truck driver license, and he uses that every now and then for the packing house he works. So he's good now, and he has his papers fixed. But he had help along the way. Like I said, Ronald Reagan, when he was alive, he wasn't. He was popular president, but I wasn't alive yet. I was born barely, 86. Reagan was a president for 86, but he did a lot that changed a lot of Hispanics' families. He gave amnesty, and my dad benefited from that, and he's still here. So shout out to Reagan and his legacy, because he did help the people, and so yeah, so my dad tells me some crazy things, man. It's crazy. He even told me he smoked weed too, and he's like, hey man, because he knows that I smoked weed for years, and he's all like, hey, and he just pulled me aside one day and he decided to share me a story. He's like, hey, son, he goes, you do know I used to smoke weed, right? I go, no, I never thought you smoked weed. He goes, yeah. He goes, I smoked weed, but I didn't like it. And I go, why? He goes, because it made me lazy. And he's like, I don't like to be lazy. Because he doesn't. He likes to move around. My dad, he likes to move around. So, yeah, my dad, and he tells you the truth. He has the balls to tell you the truth. He don't care. He'll hurt your feelings or not. He don't care. Because he has that Mexican pride in him. And I look at him and I think I'm like that too. So yeah, and I apply that to YouTube. So here I am. Yeah. All right, let me see. Mm, Pedro Morales getting better, Misty, little by little. Little, I'm coming back. That's the cold drunkard. Don't matter if you're white, brown, mixed. If someone wants to rob you, you crossing, they will. Oh yeah, yeah. People don't care if you know, your your color. They'll rob you. Misty, positive energy and strength. Your way, Pedro. DG, so Blurman, you're in SoCal? No, I'm in Central California. Um, Kingsburg, California. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Vastico Drunkyard, wish they made it it is hard for people not Mexican or South Americans. I'm like Trump, but he's making it harder to allow great immigrants that our nation needs. Yeah, but it is what it is. And then, the good thing about the system, of America, the politics, um, we have elections. There's gonna be elections soon. I think, right? November? Yeah, November. I haven't been really, you know, focusing that much about it. Like I said, I'm laser focused on this YouTube, you know, and but when I do, I get informed and then I deal with it and yeah, but you know, it is what it is. You know, you just gotta live. You just gotta do the best you can. Where your situations is at right now. That's all you could do. Yeah. Um. That's the quote. Drunkard cannabis is for ADHD people like me. I'll smoke a blunt and carry 500 pounds upstairs. Dang, dude. That means you don't want to get fat. That's like a workout. That's cool. DG, oh wow, you're right there by Vasilia. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm not shy to say that either. Some people are. They want to be secretive and say, oh, they're gonna find me. I've been saying that for months. And they already found me. It's crazy because I'm telling you, when I move, people notice. And I don't mean YouTube, I mean me as a person. They whisper and they'll say, "Oh, hey, they call me nickname, call me Fortuna." They go, "Hey, Fortuna's on the move." Like, and it spreads. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. Let me see. DG says I once drove all the way from the Bay to Visalia to meet a guy I was talking to. It did not turn out well. What happened, DG? What happened? Let me know. Vash the quote drunkard. Love Trump ideals, but I see the other side of foreign workers that are citizens but go home every year. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like a guest worker program that I guess when George Bush was in power, he wanted that permanently, which is all right, but also you got to figure out that there's roots here in the States that, like Hispanic folks that, like I said, there's roots. What do you say to them, that they want to stay here, it has to be a balance, it just can't be like all crazy and just say, no, no, it can't be that way. Let me see. That's the quote drunkard loved. Okay. DG. Some people I ask them what country they're from, and they act like I'm asking for the social security and address. Right? That's how some people are. They're overprotective, but I don't know. I don't know. Motor Skater 2. Damn, bro, doesn't even fit on screen. Huh. Hey, it's all right, bro. You can make fun of me. Um, I was gonna ask you, how big are you? Are you taller than me, or you got a lie to kick it? All right, let's go. Let me see. DG. It turned out he was married and had kids, and he only wanted to meet on certain days and after holidays. Oh, you know what that means, right? He wanted the nookie, the nookie. I'm just kidding. DG hating all vato. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, I've been hated on since I was 5 years old. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me. Ugh. DG, no, you're right. He did want the beaver, but after that, I'd rather use the cleaver. Damn, she's loca. She's loca. Watch out, guys. DG's crazy, y'all. Nah, nah, but hey, Latinas, you know, I think it's in our DNA that if you don't treat them well, they'll go crazy. They don't care, and that's how it is. So you gotta treat them well. Yeah. Um, Missy says, Moto, tell us how you really feel. I think he went quiet, but let him speak. Let him speak. DG, can I tell you something, Blurman? But don't get yeah, go ahead. DG, go ahead. Go ahead. You're welcome. That's the quote drunkard. Us government wanted cheap labor, but no real opportunity, though plenty of people deserve to be here if they earn it, as is to why I sponsor people from Nepal and India. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's hella cool, man. That's the quote drunkard. Yeah, yeah. You're sponsoring brown folks. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. DG says I usually date white guys, and this guy was Mexican, so he reminded me why I don't. Oh, okay. That's cool. You have a preference. You know, nothing wrong with that. You know, nothing wrong with that. DG. Everybody has a preference. They have a taste. Um, like I said, everybody has different strokes for different folks. That's how I see it. So yeah, if you like white guys, by all means, go ahead. Just you know, just don't get knocked up. Nah, just kidding. That's just funny. I had to say that. It's just to say, just to say joke, and that's pretty funny. Let me see. That's the quote drunkard. Um, us good. Oh no, I read that. No, Gigi says, "Oh no, I'm not trying to get a green card. I was born here." I didn't say that. Okay. DG, I just feel like certain Mexican guys, in my experience, want me to be a housewife, and I don't want to be one. Oh, okay. Well, um, uh, well, if okay, this is what I think about Mexican guys. Okay, my opinion. Um, if they're from Mexico, straight up, they're machos. Okay. They'll never admit to you that, oh, their feelings or something. They won't be emotional or whatever. They're just gonna be strong and proud and prideful. You know. Um, they always have something against folks like myself that was born here in the United States, because I think they're jealous because because I met them, believe it or not, and they told me in my face. They said that I was a pocho, meaning Mexican American. They can't stand America, bro. Um, that's just facts. Um, Mexican guys, for whatever reason, they hate America. And I'm not trying to pin Mexico and U.S. and start a war or whatever, but some of them, they don't like America, and that's where I'm different. I love this country. You know, I even have a tattoo right here. Look at that. So, and I stand up, for my country, which is USA. But I also realize that I'm Mexican, and I can't go back on my roots because that's who I am. So, I met a lot of those folks, and when they tell me that, I tell them, hey, hey, compa, por qué estás hablando me así? And then we start fighting, you know? Um, and they don't like it because they know I'm not backing down. Because to be honest, and I'm being honest and I'm not lying, in all my fist fights, I never lost. Not once. I always won. Always. Um, Boxing with gloves, to be honest, I only lost maybe twice. Because the gloves made me slow with the padding and all that. Okay? Only twice I only lost. But with fist fights, I never lost. I was that quick. So you know, I had hand speed. I still have hand speed, you know? But I keep quiet. I don't tell my opponents that. I just wait for them to throw a fist at me. And once they do, oh, they're gonna get it. But yeah. But yeah, that's how they are. That's how they are. Okay, let me see. DGF, I just feel like, okay, that's the quote drunkyard. You say brown folks, but I say people that live in poverty that deserve a chance. Okay, okay. DG, oh yeah, I'm already knowing, haha, Chicanos like you and me are more understanding, but that's why it's not the looks, it's the way of thinking. Yeah, yeah. That's the quote drunkyard immigrants that did the process will scream it. I help individuals that deserve help, like all the Karens that make lots of cash. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. DG, yes, I heard it, Blurman. They say Mexico is better, but they live here and work here. LOL. That's very true. They bash on America, but yet they're here in America. How's that? You know? How's that? DG, I share this with some other Latinos and they call me a racist traitor. Yeah, they will call you that, you know, because you're telling the truth. When you tell the truth, they can't stand you. Same thing with me in the scratcher niche. They can't stand it. I have momentum and they know it, and I'm saying it. And who has it? This Mexican fellow, but he's American. I have it. They don't. They plateaued. They're in deep trouble. They know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. But yet they're still acting like they don't know. Why do you think I called out the biggest players in the niche in the world of the scratcher game? And they're silent. Why is that? Because they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose. Because I've been knocking them out. Believe it or not, when I go live with scratchers, oh watch out. And you're in the same arena as I am, I don't care how big you are. You know what's coming. I'm gonna take your views. And that's the truth. But yeah. Let me see. Country Cash says, "Good evening, Blurman. Hey, what's up, Country Cash? She's from New York. What's up?" Um, Misty, Country Cash, hi. Country Cash, good evening, Misty and everyone. Okay. DG, Jesus Christ. It makes my heart so happy to hear you say that, Blurman. Oh, you're welcome. Because I have the balls to say it. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I'm telling y'all, while naming the names, I went up to the biggest one there is, and I'm climbing to the biggest one there is now, and he's still being quiet. Why? He should be proud. Speak up, but he won't say nothing. You know? And I've been seeing him too. What's his line? Just to be fun? Toast the roasty. Something like that. I don't know what it is. Toasty roasty. Toasty roasty. I thought that was funny. I started laughing. But yeah. Okay, DG says I'll give you a big I'll say ass hug and maybe a kiss. Oh, thank you, DG. You're awesome. DG, hugs here. Yeah. DG, by the way, some animals are like Hawaii. Oh, Samoans. By the way, Samoans are like Hawaiians, like the Rock Johnson type of race that fools are huge and know how to fight. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Javier Quintero. Hey, this guy right here, I met him in my town, Kingsburg. The way the story was, hey, Javier, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Um, I was in Mart in town, and I was buying scratchers. I didn't tell him my business yet, and then I left $5 in the machine, and I did it on purpose, just to be, hey, why not, let folks, have good luck, why not? And he noticed that, and and I was getting my scratchers, and then he was outside before me, and then I came out and he approached me. He's like, "Hey, did you leave that $5 in the machine?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Hey, if you want, I'll give you your money back." Oh, no, 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 just keep it. Good luck, And then I had to tell him, hey, well, to be honest, I'm on YouTube. I do scratchers. I'm so far at that time I didn't have this momentum as I am today, but I was rising, and I just told him, and I was like, hey, if you want to really support me, subscribe, put the notification bell on all, and just watch. That's all I could say. And he did, and he showed up to one of my live streams. And but yeah, that's him, Javier Cutero from Kingsburg. Um, so I'm glad to see him. Like I said, I don't smoke or drink or alcohol, and I have a good memory, and I remember him. Yeah. Let me see what he says. Um, if I could find it. Let me see. Is it that far? It can't be that far. Oh no, it's not that far. Okay, there he goes. He says, "What's up, bro? A good thing about Mexico is that the cost of living there is cheaper." Oh yeah, yeah, it is, Javier. It is. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Yeah. Missy says, Javier, hello. DG says, hi, Javier. Missy's laughing, Javier. Hi, everyone. DG, Javier could have bought himself a Four Loco, but instead he wanted to give it back. Good sir. DG, I have terrible memory from weed. LOL. Well, that's the thing about, weed, smoking weed. Like, it's going to make you, have a bad memory. That's why I stopped smoking it. Um, I just can't do it no more. I have to be sober now. I have to think about my YouTube channel. Um, that's the priority now. I have to be like flies on crap, you know? I have to. I'm not gonna let this go. And everybody knows it. So it sucks for them. Cause I'm independent. I don't need nobody. I don't need no alliances. I don't need no dependence on anybody to boost me up. I boost my own self up. But you know who's the one that's helping me the most? The viewers. The viewers. It's the people. Those are the ones are giving me this power, you know? And thank you, because it's an honor and it's a privilege, you know? I'll never forget it. Without you guys, I'm zero. A fat zero. Remember that. Remember that. Um DJ says, Blurman, did you ever smoke cigarettes? Yeah, I have smoked cigarettes before. Yeah. DG says, bro, you just unlocked a memory. That's funny. DG, I was dating a white guy and I met his dad for the first time. He was racist. A fly landed on my hoodie sleeve and he said the flies are on crap eaters. Well, you know what? It doesn't surprise me because um I was, you know, raised with Caucasian folks in Kingsburg. There's a lot of them. And some of them are hillbillies, okay? They talk with accents. And some of them are rednecks, okay? And they talk, funny or whatever, right? So I was exposed to that. And some of them they just straight up call me Beaner, and I didn't care. Um, they have their own lingo of saying things, okay? Some of them they married Hispanic women. It's funny because me growing up and knowing them, they're kind of racist, but yet they married a Hispanic woman. How does that work? You know? Um, and where I live right now, on back of me is a trailer park home. Okay, you talking about white? That's really white. Trailer park. Okay, and but they could be friendly. Obviously. Um, so I understand where you're coming from, DG. I get that. Trust me, I get that. Um, Javier Quintero, addiction takes time away from your family. That's why I'm sober. Plus, I can't afford it. LOL. Javier, yeah, you're not wrong. It does take money when you're addicted to a drug. It does take money. It does. Misty, Javier, 100%. Okay. DG, I actually find the bean word a very strange insult. I think the W word is way worse. Oh, okay. She's talking about what I said earlier, the wetback. But like I said, I was exposed to that when I was a small kid. It doesn't phase me. You can call me all the names you want. It's just a name, it doesn't hurt me, you know? But if you tell me my face, that's a different story. We're gonna clash, you know? But yeah. Let me see. DG says because they're hypocrites. I won over a few parents by being myself. They just had to accept their grandkids won't have blonde hair and blue eyes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I get that. I get that. DG, usually the mom gets one over first, then the dad. Yeah, because the men are stubborn, you know? They're always stubborn, the men. That's why I'm stubborn. But I realize too, I have to be fair. You know, I can't always be stubborn and not fair. I have to be fair. I have to. Let me see. Misty, Blurman knows things before it happens. How he know about your comment, DG, about flies on crap? Missy's funny. Missy, wow. DG, I don't know Missy Lafala, but he unlocked that memory. Hey, I mean, we have a lot of memories in our mind. It just depends what comes, comes and goes in the moment, Yeah. Javier Quintero says they mean beans and rice. Oh, oh okay. Okay. DG says, to be honest, Blurman, what kind of women are you into? I'm super curious. Oh, I'll tell you. Um, I like white girls. I like Mexican girls. They could be morenas. They could be like my skin tone. Um, or they could be lighter than me that look like white girls. Um, but they're Mexicans, okay? Um, I like African American girls. Um, what else? I like brown girls, like Indian girls. Yeah. I think I like all girls. Yeah. I don't discriminate. I think they're all beautiful. It just depends, you know, um, which one you talk to first, I guess, right? And then see how the vibe goes. And then go from there. But yeah. Um Misty says love beans and rice. That's awesome, Misty. That's awesome. James Leary, yo, I'm back. What's up? What's up, James? LeBron James. Missy says James hi. DG, okay, so you like to taste every flavor. Haha. Would you date a woman that's taller than you, to be honest? Oh, definitely. I would. I'm not scared. Why are you tall? How tall are you? I'm only 6 foot, so let me know. Um DG Missy, are you Italian? You look Italian to me. James Leary, woo, I'm back. Perhaps to quote Drunkard, waiting on my Poe to give me permission, and if so, I'll be around Mesa to South River Valley since Globe is in the valley and I'm in the same. I don't know about color, just attractiveness. Yeah, that too. But if you want to be real, I'll tell you the realness. I don't care. James Larry. Oh, yo, do you like tacos? Of course. What are you talking about? That's no question. DG, no, I'm short AF. I'm 5'2". Oh, you're shorty. Hey, I like short girls too. They're short and compact and fun. They're a fun size bar, like the sneaker bars, the ones from Halloween treats, the fun size. Yeah, so it's nothing, it's all good, it's all good. Um, but yeah, so you know. Um Vash the quote drunkard says short girls are the fun ones. Yeah, that's funny. DG, they always say that the fun size. Yeah, because it's true. No? Yeah. So it's all good. Yeah. Missy, yeah, another shorty. I'm 5'2", maybe 5. Oh, Missy's 5'2", 5'3". Oh, I didn't know that. You look taller in your videos. No? Hey, yo, relaxing Kamas. He's from the Philippines. What's up? DG says, right now I'm just focusing on myself and the things that make me happy, LOL. But after a few tequila shots, I don't know. Yeah, I used to be like that too, you know, especially if, you're around girls and stuff. Or, I mean, like, let's just say for me, an example. When I was younger and I was fit and I had a job and everything going for me and a nice car system and everything, it was really easy to hang around with the opposite sex. And I would be partying a lot. And especially you had weed involved and you had alcohol, it was a lot easier to get laid. And those were fun days. Or yeah, they were. Now these days it's like if you do none of that, you know, it's kind of harder, but unless you're married, of course. Um but like I said, right now I'm single, so I'm enjoying myself. I'm secure in my own skin, you know. I know if I find the right girl, you know, she's gonna love me for who I am, and I'm confident of that. Because to be honest, it's already happening. Like when I go to places, women are giving me friendly, signals. Okay, so yeah, I'm not mad at that. But yeah, let me see. Let me see. Misty says, no, Vash, if I could lift you, then it's so sad to have fun time. Oh, that's what he said. He said, if I can't fit, or if I can't lift you. DG, Misty, slightly taller than me. Javier, oh, I don't know what he says. Someone, oh, that sucks. Okay, DG, I have a controversial question to you, Blurman, but I feel comfortable asking you. Go ahead, DG. Misty, I'm not sure. I'm a mixture of things. Mom wasn't always honest about all that. DG Javier, does she have to be able to cook? That's the quote drunkard. Tequila is a curse for me. If I could drink the whole bottle and pass as sober, so I'm sad. Okay. DG, I'm trying to brag, but I'm usually pretty good at telling people race. I think you might have Italian, Misty. Oh, hey, Liz Montgomery from Oklahoma. Hey, Blurman came in, say good night, and give a like. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Liz. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Have a good night. Misty says, Liz, hello. DG says, hi, Liz. DG, Blurman, do you consider trans women real women or not? Um, Trans women. I believe, if they're happy the way they are, like, for example, I know some folks that are trans, okay? Really? I don't judge nobody. If they choose to be that way, then that's good for them. I hope they're happy. I don't judge them, all right, for being trans, but I will judge their character. If they, don't like me or whatever reason we clash, and it's not about trans, none of their sexual orientation, then you know what? I will have a problem with them, you know. But if you're gay, trans, um, all that, it doesn't phase me. Be happy, be who you want, who you are. Doesn't phase me. You know, that's how I see it. Um. Javier Quintero, I like women with a clean house and a clean car and honest and an awesome cook. Javier's letting the girls know what's up, or the women actually, the women. Missy DG, I wouldn't be mad at that. Oh, okay, okay. That's the quote, drunkard. If you're good at race, DG, then what am I? DG, I can't see your face, Vash, but based on that name, I guess you're Indian. Oh yeah, probably. DG, oral. I mean, oh God, you guys are funny. Oh my God. DG, right, Misty? That's a beautiful culture. Vash the quote drunkard. Vash is a white anime character. DG Blurman, But you would never date one. I wouldn't judge. To be honest, and this is being honest, no, I wouldn't. I prefer women. I'm not gay. I like women. To make things clear, I like women that have, you know, women parts, the authentic parts. Yeah, that's just me though. But yeah, let me see. Oh, where is it? Man, I think I lost it. Let me see. Oh, okay, there it goes. Misty, mom said German, Irish, Spaniard, white. Okay. DG sounds about right, Misty. DG, oh, oh my God, DG, you're crazy. That's the quote, drunk you are so far from my race. DG, how can I guess your race without seeing your face, bro? Karina Thomas, who are you, Superman? Hey, Karina Thomas, she's from North Carolina. Shout out to Karina Thomas. Oh, Javier, no way. He sent a flow. I think so. Yeah, thanks for the flow. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, you're awesome. Yeah, thanks, Javier, for the gift. Appreciate it. Yeah. Shout out to Javier Quintero from Kingsburg. Yeah, you're awesome. Misty Karina, hi. DG, I like dudes that have a good sense of humor and don't treat me like we're in the 1950s. DG, are you trans or you're a woman, you know? Oh, there it goes. There's the flow state. Took a moment, but it's there. Or unless I'm lagging, I don't know. But thank you. Um, let me see. Misty says with Javier for the gift. Okay, DG, thanks, Javier. Karina Thomas, hey Misty. Fast to quote drunker, 25 Mexican, 12.5 Camacho. That's funny. And I have a castle from past family in Central England. Oh, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. You made me laugh, bro. I cracked up when I read that. You have a castle from England. Oh man. DG, hell nah. I'm a real woman, but they asked this in pool the other day. Oh, okay. I was sweating it because I was like, DG, man, she has a nice personality. I want my meeting you one day. But good thing you're the real deal. Because I prefer that. Yeah. Hey, Rufus Ramps. Yeah, from Texas, who's married. She's I think she's married or the girlfriend of Cutting Grass Scratching Cash from Texas says hi Blurman. Hi Rufus Ramps. Misty, Rufus Rents, hey, DG Vash, then identify as an Apache attack helicopter. What the? That's pretty funny. Rufus Rants, hey, Misty, DG, I'll be down to drive down one day and meet you and Javier. Yeah, yeah, Javier. Um, email me, brother. You're in my town, so email me so that way we could meet up with the DG one day or something like that. And DG, email me, yeah, whenever, cause I do check my emails. Okay, and it's right there on my friend YouTube, right there. You can't miss it. But yeah, email me. Um, Vast the quote drunkard. I'm not rich, but I launched a few English ppm into space. I might have some land. Oh dang, that's crazy. Rufus Rants, you got that right. Good memory. Yeah, because I stopped smoking and drinking. That's why, my memory's off the charts, and I'm proud of myself because it wasn't easy. I had withdrawals. There was days that I wanted to smoke or drink, and I was disciplined, and I said no, don't do it. Think of priorities. You know, and that's what I did. Um, Rufus Rants Cutting says hi. Oh, okay. Thank you. DG Javier, don't worry, we can do sober people crap. Like go play pool, maybe mini golf, go see a movie. Yeah, that sounds cool. DG, it's good, Blurman. Have you ever been to the Bay, by the way? Yeah, I have. I've been in the Bay multiple times with my cousin Callie Scratcher. Um, I had to drive there to and back sometimes because it's a long drive. I actually lived there for like a couple months, and here's the story behind that. Um, Precisely, I lived in San Jose because I was getting in trouble at school. So I was a trouble teenager, and I would get into fights and bad grades and stuff, smoking weed and all that. So my parents decided that, hey, let's take them to a trade school, which was a job corps. Okay, and so I went, and if you don't know what job corps are, you apply yourself there. Yeah, I guess it's like 16 and 24 only, and they help you find a trade and all that or whatever. So I went there, and they house you and all that, you know, which was a fun experience. But I messed up again. I met the wrong crowd again. They gave me the Bay Area weed, which was mighty fine, and I partied with the girls there because they were pretty fine too. Um, so all that caught up to me, and job corps found out. So they expelled me. But I had a fun experience living in San Jose because I rode the bus on a daily there. Okay, they have big malls, San Jose. I think the biggest mall is, what is it? I don't know what it's called, but I know I went through Milpitas, that county or whatever, and but and I did it. I was exposed to the remate, which is the swamp meet, because it was Cinco de Mayo, and man, there was a lot of Hispanics celebrating that holiday, and fine women, especially the Latinas. They were putting Mexican, flag shirts and stuff like that. So I had a good time. And like I said, I was with the wrong crowd. Even on the bus, we were drinking because I was underage. We were drinking Bacardi Hurricane. Um, Mixed in with the Dixie cups, put in ice and the Bacardi Hurricane, just right there in the bus. And I was hanging around with like Indian people too. Um, but they were students, and along with white folks and Hispanics, like all different walks of life. But like I said, I got expelled, and I lived there for a bit, so I know how to live in San Jose. So, you know, and then there was another story. They had basketball courts, and I went up against a basketball player. He was from Visalia, but he was much taller than me. He was 6'6". He was a white boy, and he could play. He knows how to post. If people that don't know how to play basketball, posting is you grab the ball and you back up your opponent with your back. And he was doing that to me because I was only 6 foot. He was using his size. But you know what? I gave him competition. He almost lost. He only beat me by a point. And once he got that point over me, he was so happy. You would not believe me. It looked like he won something like a trophy because he knew I was good, if not great, because I was in my prime playing basketball. And I think 16, 17. I was really good. I was dominating in basketball. I was really that good. But so there's the story. I just remembered it. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. DJ, it's like a good 4 hour drive. Okay, Rufus Run, congratulations, Super Blurman. Okay, thank you. DG San Jose is lit. I love San Jose. Yeah, I like San Jose too. That's the cold drunk yard. Hey, prioritize yourself. Don't do sober life trash. Do and find a person that's okay with life and doesn't point out your problem. Oh, definitely, definitely. DG, I know job course, but I only knew about the one in San Francisco on Treasure Island. Oh, okay. Um, DG, it's called Great Mall. Probably that's the one, because it was big. Because I think it was 3 stories. Because I remember it was one story, and then boom, it just shot up. You climb up, and it was tall, the mall. And I was like, damn, I hope I don't fall and die. In San Jose, because the mall was massive. And like I said, I hang around with the wrong crowd. Um, my friend who was Cambodian, that fool was a thief. Um, I was with them. We're in Sears shopping. I had money. He didn't, and he didn't care. He went to the dressing room. He put, you know, clothes underneath his shirt, walked out, and I would see him, and then he would tell me, "Hey, man, here's some clothes for you," and he would give it to me. But he was a thief, and he was Cambodian. Like I said, you think you know me, but you don't. So be careful. And I'm not trying to scare you, but that's just being real. So be careful who you cross, because you never know. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, let me see. Um, Vanish the quote drunkard. Hey, prioritize your okay. DG, okay. DG is called great. Okay, DG Edamato. Hell yeah, I've been there. Yeah, yeah. That's the quote drunkard. I'll come and spend a year near you to help you be the best if you want. I plan to buy my great G-Paw's house in Bowie. Yeah, if you want, if you want to be where I'm at, it depends because I'm gonna be moving soon. But like I said, you could email me, bro, and I'll let you know. I ain't scared. Like I said, I ain't scared. Um, that's the quote drunkard. Duh, James Leary. Yo, should you rather eat tacos or cake or pizza? Tacos, always, because Mexican food is the bomb. It's the bomb. Um, that's the quote drunkard. People forget one of those best NBA players was Larry Bird. I don't. I know he was great. He was tall. No one could block his shot. He had a nice jump shot. He shot the long ball, the three pointer. He did layups. He did it all, but I don't think he was a dunker. Um, but he was a good player. Yeah, Larry Bird. Um, that's the quote drunkard. I miss Arizona the way it was in the 90s to 2009. Can't find smothered burritos in Arizona these days. Oh, okay. Oh, that sucks. It should be a lot of variety out there. Arizona is a lot of Mexicans are there too. Basically, we're everywhere in the West Coast, more in California. So um, but Arizona, I'm surprised they don't have smothered burritos. That's crazy. DG, Blurman, I'm about to eat with the fam bam, but very nice to meet you. Thank you so much for the conversation. Have a good day. All right, DG, good to see you, and hopefully I see you in the future. If not, then have a good life. If I don't see you ever, and you're awesome. Thank you, DG. You're awesome. Thank you. Uh, DG says take care as well, Misty. Okay. Hey, White Fang Hero. He says, Super, yeah. What's up, White Fang Hero? What's going on? DG, you definitely will, bro. Don't worry. All right, DG. You go ahead and date those white boys. Because those are your favorites. Go ahead. Go ahead, DG. Go ahead. DG, I said, oh, thank you. Thank you, DG. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Without you, I'm zero. I'm zero. Always remember that, because I do. I always do. Thank you. Oh, man. You guys are great. Appreciate y'all guys. You guys are awesome. Do, 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 do. I'm all singing by myself because I'm happy, bro. Or ladies and gentlemen, it's all good, no complaints. It's hot, it's 94 degrees. And no, there's no complaints, I just gotta live the best life I could, and that's it, no worries. Why should I worry? Once you start worrying about things, you don't live life to the fullest. You're just like stuck, and I refuse to do that. I really do. So, yeah. Okay, so do, 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 do. I'm checking on something. I'm looking at my emails. So I haven't. Let me check in the chat. Hold on. That's the drunk yard. Nah, ain't no place Mexican American these days unless super commercial based company that hates authenticity. Well, yeah, everything's corporate, so it seems that way. Um, it just tells you that, you know, it's about business first, versus the people, because I see that happening, especially in my niche, which is scratchers, which is lottery tickets. Um, they're about their money, you know. They consider me as a threat because I'm sucking up their money. I bet they know it. I know it, and but I don't care. Um, they should have, thought about their community first. They forget about their values. They forget about who brought them there. They forget about who brought them to the table and gave them food in their stomachs to eat. They forget about that. I'll never forget about that. I'm gonna be consistent and I'm gonna give thanks always. And that's the difference. Okay? So, yeah. Misty says, DG, see you around. Have a great night. Thank you, Misty. You're so awesome. Man, it's already 6:37. I don't even know how long I've been live yet. Wait, hold on. It says 1:53. Let me do the math. It's good to do the math. Let me see. Um, okay, hold on. Okay. I'm almost close to 3 hours. I just need 30 minutes more. I'm gonna try to stay live until 7. Why not? Let's see what happens. You know? I'm gonna see that. But anyways, but yeah, oh, you guys are awesome in the chat. You guys are awesome. Uh, Vash, the cold drunkard, Blurman, you say you're okay with me helping you, but are you sure I'm not telling you to stream or post? But if you do, I'm okay. But I'm a carnivorous man that wants to show people you can be healthy and not a weirdo. Um, I hope I understand what you're saying. Um, I hope, but I don't know. That's a lot to digest. Um, but like I said, just email me, bro. We'll take it from there. You know, that's all I could say. But yeah, it sounds like consistent. Missy says was on the phone call. Someone needed to vent to me. They were drinking their feelings, and I'm kind of that friend. Oh, so you're like Misty. When someone's having problems, they go to you and they vent and they tell you, oh, this is what's going on with them and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. You know, um, it's good to have that. Um, so people could, you know, whatever they're dealing with, it's good to have someone like that. I think so. You know, Vash, the cold drunk yard. I eat Meat alone, not veggies. I watch calories, not food. Yeah, that's a one way of looking at it. Yeah, that's awesome. Misty, yes, indeed, Blurman. Yeah, that's cool, Misty. Yeah, yeah. It's good that you're open to conversations with your friends. You know, because I know there's a friend that I was growing up with. I thought he was all right. I thought he was solid. Um, you know, and here's the story. Okay, here's the story. Um, I knew him growing up. He would smoke cigarettes. Okay, that was his vice ever since he was a minor. He was white. I think he was 6'2". He was taller than me, and he was skinny. His name was Richard. Okay. Um, and it's kind of sad because the way it turned out was, I think he was having problems with his girlfriend, and he let that get to him. So what ended up happening was, and this is kind of grotesque or graphic, so it's not for the squeamish, but he hung himself. Okay. And he hung himself and committed suicide. And it was sad because he had a brother, which I knew. I think he still lives in Keensburg. um I played basketball with them, but this was years ago. And you know and it's crazy because he's the same age as me. And he's no longer breathing because he hung himself. So it's crazy. People are like that sometimes. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Let me see. Missy says, yeah, okay. Vast drunkard says pickles, okay. But yeah, just that's why it's good to have someone to vent to, because you never know. Some people they take it to the extreme. But yeah, it's all good. Missy says, never know what others are going through. Oh, definitely. Yeah, we don't know. Um, it's a shame because he was cool to me always. He would tell me my first name, obviously, which is Martin. He'll say, "Hey, Martin, you want a cigarette?" Or he'll be like, "Hey, Martin, you want something to eat?" He would talk to me like that. He was cool with me, and he would say, "Hey, Martin, I have your back." Like that, crazy, because he knew I would fight. And it was sad when I heard that he hung himself. And I was like, "Damn, he hung himself. Damn, Richard. Damn." So yeah, that's crazy, man. It's crazy. Um, bad. Just know. Okay. So, Vastical Drunker, just so you know, if I knock on your door, you have to tell me to F off as F, because if not, then I'll take a year and if you want to, I'll rent a 2-bed AZ and make you become Cheech Chong inside. That's funny. That's pretty funny. Yeah. But yeah, you know, so it's one of those things. Vash the quote drunkard. I'm not being funny. I'm real. JS. What does JS mean? To be honest, because I don't know. I'm not famous or rich. Okay, that's cool. Just saying. Oh, okay. I mean, if you come in peace, why not? But if you're coming with malice, then that's another thing, bro. But yeah, you know. Uh, I've asked the quote drunkard broski. Anyone to come with hate is trash. Okay, well if you come in peace, then it's all good. If that's what it is. Because like I tell you, I'm not trying to scare nobody. But I'm telling you, and this is facts, and it's been happening. Like I want to say a couple months already. When I hit the streets, I mean my physical form, my human being, they know about it. They whisper about it. They're like, hey, he's on the move. They track me. It's crazy, but it's the truth. And I hate to say it, and to make it seem like, oh, I'm the crap, because I'm not. I'm nobody. Because I'm not. I'm nobody. But I do hear that, and it's crazy. The whole town knows who I am. It's like I'm under surveillance, but in a good way. You know, and I'm not stupid. I know my rights. So, you know, but yeah. um, Misty, mental illness is real. It's just good to check up on your friends, loved ones. Oh yeah, yeah. That's the quote drunkard. Of course, I'm not perfect and I'm not the best, but bro, if you want to be a real transformer, I'll be there. Oh man, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about me getting fit. Yeah, I get you. We'll see, bro. Because, like I said, I'd rather be by myself because I've been doing it by myself on YouTube. As a content creator, I don't need to have anybody else. But the only people I do care about is my community, the people, because those are the ones that are helping me rise. I care about them. I want to be real with them. I don't want to be corporate. I don't want to be unscripted. I don't want to be, what do you say, filtered. I want to be honest. And I think you know they like that. So I'm gonna be doing that. But to be honest, me living how I'm living by myself, well, not with my family, obviously, but me hanging around with others right now, I don't do that. I'm a lone wolf. I I move by myself. Um, I don't even have friends. You know. I probably have followers. That's it. But I don't have friends. And I prefer it that way. But yeah. Um, Missy says, Berman, we have it on live stream. Safety first. LOL. Vash. Oh my god, Missy, you're crazy. Vash is a cold drunker. I can't see you at 200. It looks decent, brother. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Jeffrey Lawson says, hey, Berman, how are you doing? Hey, everyone. Hey, Jeffrey Lawson. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Misty, just saying, just saying. Uh, Misty, Jeffrey, hey, hey. Jeffrey Lawson, hey, Misty. Yeah, you know, because I like to be, real as it gets. Some people are not comfortable when they say, because I do ask some moderators off their the content creators streams. I ask them, hey, where you from? And they tell me straight up, oh, I'm not comfortable telling you that. But yet, when it comes to me, I tell the people, hey, I live in Kingsburg, California. I ain't scared. Scared of who? Man or woman? Never. But you know who I am afraid of? God. That's the one that I'm really scared of. Oh man, I'm really scared of him, to be honest. But yeah. Okay. Alex Jimenez. Hey, what's up? Hey, Alex. Good to see you. Says hi. What's up, Alex? Jeffrey Lawson. I'm from Virginia. Hey, shout out to Virginia. What's going on? What's going on, Jeffrey? Misty says Alex hi. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's all good. Misty says, Jeffrey, how are you doing? Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Jeffrey Lawson says, I'm doing well now. That's awesome. What'd you eat for dinner? It's probably 9:50 in Virginia because it's 3 hours ahead. So enlighten me, Jeffrey. Vast the cold drunkard. I literally be driving to the Salt River Valley Monday and have a few months before I try to move to Bowie, Arizona. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Alex Jimenez says, how's your day going? It's going good, Alex, brother. I'm glad you could make it, brother. Yeah. How's your day? It's just hot over here. It's like 94 degrees. It's really hot. That's why I'm wearing a white tank top. It's really hot. Um, Jeffrey Lawson says, thank you for asking, Misty. Misty says, Jeffrey, great to hear you. Jeffrey Lawson, I had lasagna and French bread. Hey, Jeffrey, are you Italian? You know, because it sounds like to me because you ate lasagna and French bread. Or unless you're French, because French bread, let me know. Let me know. Vast the quote drunkard, 101 here before the clouds in New Mexico. Oh, okay. All right. So it's really hot over there. Yeah, if it's hot in New Mexico, 101 is 94 in the valley. Yeah. But then again, the valley, to be honest, when it's 94, it okay, it hits hot. Like it hits way hotter. Okay, in the valley. Because a lot of people don't know this. The valley used to be a desert, you know? Um, and the climate is subtropical. It's like Mediterranean. Okay? The summers are really hot. And you know, the winters could get cold. It's just one of those things, you know. And right now, like it's pretty hot. Yeah. Um, Vast the quote drinker. Okay, Alex Jimenez says, "Where's your hat?" This one, I have multiple hats. I have I have this one right here. Um, Vast the quote drinker. Desert life, bro. Yeah, it is. It is. Um, Jeffrey Lawson. No, I'm Scottish descent. Oh, hey, with the bagpipes and the the skirts, but like for the men and stuff. No disrespect. But yeah, Scottish gets down. Um, they're fighters too. Um, I think Bruce Wallace. I think that was your legendary or your fable tale. Correct me if I'm wrong. From Braveheart. Because you went against the English. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Jeffrey. Um, Misty, Jeffrey, Yummy, Lena. She says she's watching from the bushes. Hey, Lena. Good to see you, friend. Good to see you. Misty, Lena, hello. Misty, hi. Bullseye, that like and subscribe. Managed to quote drunkard. The hottest I ever felt was 100 plus in any South state where humidity hits 100. Whoa, humidity is no joke. It's basically like a magnet. It sticks on you. Wherever you walk or whatever. Boom, he's just sticking on your body, and you're just hot and uncomfortable. That's what it is. Okay, Alex Jimenez. I like the first one. Okay, hold on. I'm cramping up. I'm cramping up. Okay, I'm trying to stretch. This one? Let me know, Alex. Let me know. Okay, Jeffrey Kilt. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. Vastical drunkard, Jeffrey Lawson. Yeah, you are correct. Okay, about the Bruce Wallace fable. He went against the English. Yeah, so that's the Scottish superhero. Um, let me see. Vash, the cold drunkard. My dad's family is from Middletown, England. Oh, don't tell me they're gonna fight. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Jeffrey Lawson says, yeah. Oh, okay, you see? Oh man, hold on. Ah, you might see my gut. It's poking out. Look at that. Oh, it's just I'm getting a cramp. Man, I hate that. Oh, oh. That's all right. It's all right. I'm stubborn, you know. I make pain my friend. My friend. I make pain my friend, you know. Um, I got here's a story coming. When I get hit in my face and stuff, you might think I'm gonna shy away from it, but you know what it does to me? It gets me excited. Um, that adrenaline hits me, and once that adrenaline hits me, oh, I love it. You know, it's like a superpower to me. It's like a drug, and I get aggressive, super aggressive, and yeah, I start fighting. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Um, okay, Jeff, yeah, okay. Vast Quadrunker ball caps are nice, but you need a better team. Well, that's your opinion. Atlanta Braves is gonna be number one in my book all the time. You know, always. Alex Jimenez says, "What shows you like?" I like The Simpsons. I'm not saying it like I'm a little kid. Um, Mr. Burns. I like when he says, "Excellent, excellent," or Homer Simpson. He's crazy, but he's funny. He goes, "Don't," or he goes, um, he says something stupid, but it's funny. I would watch that show when I was growing up, when I was a kid. So there's The Simpsons, um, South Park, um, Cartman. He's like chubby like me, but he's smart. He will talk back. And he reminds me of me because I like to talk back too when they talk down on me, you know? So that way they know, hey man, just because I'm fat doesn't mean I'm stupid, you know? And so there's that one, uh the South Park, and then what else? I used to watch Futurama, but they shut it down, you know? Um that was funny too. Bender, the robot, when he was smoking cigars, his vices and stuff, but he was funny. So there was that one. And then King of the Hill. I like that one. That one's funny. When Boomhauer, he's a character, he goes, and it's funny because I tell Callie Scratcher, my cousin, that hey, my cousin Ben sounds like Boomhauer. And this is an impression of him. Hey man, what are doing? Hey man, yeah, yeah, yep, yep. Oh, you do want to do that? Oh, yeah, yeah. You see how that pretty? Yeah. That's how he talks, Boomhauer. You don't know what he's saying. Um, go check it out. King of the Hill, Boomhauer. He's funny. He's funny. But yeah, those are a couple of shows that I like to watch. Alex Jimenez, yeah, pretty awesome. Let me see. Vast Cold Drunkard. I mean, I vote T-ball team, so I don't know the best team. Oh, okay. Alex Jimenez, me to you, okay. You're not a kid. You can't like anything. Yeah, I know, but to be honest, that's what I like too, you know? Um, those are some shows that I like to watch, because I like to laugh. The Simpsons are hilarious. The South Park are hilarious. Um, Futurama's hilarious. Um, Anything that's comedy is funny, you know. It just depends what you like. There's a lot of them out there. A comedian. Let's say I like George Lopez. You know, somewhat. You know, he's kind of funny. Um, Kevin Hart. He's all right. Dave Chappelle. He's all right too. I like how he does his comedy. It's pretty funny. Mm, who else is funny? Uh, oh, you probably don't know him. Chris Farley. He's a white guy, but he passed away. It's sad how he passed away. Um, he committed suicide. Um, he was taking drugs, and then he I think he jumped off a balcony like stories high. He was at a apartment or something, condominium or something, and he just jumped and he died. But he was funny, Chris Farley. I used to watch him, and he was funny. But yeah, so all kinds. Um, Vast the Cool Drunkard. The best show I watched was Gun on Adult Swim. All as soon as it actually started. Okay. Farley was one of the best. Yeah, you see, so you know what I'm talking about. Chris Farley was pretty funny. I liked him. Um, Let me see if I could remember some stuff that that was funny. Um, I remember he would say phrases like "Holy shnikes," like something stupid, you know. I was laughing that, and then he said some phrases that he said, "I'd rather take your word for it, but I'd rather take a bull's word from his ass," or something like that to Danny Aykroyd or Dan Aykroyd. This was Tommy Boy, and I was laughing because I was like, "What the hell is he saying?" And I was like, "Damn, that's funny," you know. Um, and then he was on Saturday Night Live, and this was funny. Um, he had the balls to had those Chippendales, like those wrists, you know, and he was shirtless and he had a bow tie and he was dancing and stuff with Patrick Swayze, Chippendales or something on Saturday Night Live. I was laughing my ass off. That was funny. Chris Farley, yeah, he was pretty funny. But yeah, so it was cool. Um, Alex Jimenez, what time is it for you? It's 7:02 Pacific time. To be honest, I'm probably gonna cut it because I wanted to reach 3 hours, and it's seeing it's 178. Here, let me do the math. Hold up. I need 2 minutes to reach 3 hours. I just want to just hit that, and I should be good. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's the goal. Like I said, this is off of a whim again. I didn't plan it. I just said, you know what, F it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. And here we are. So yeah. So it's good to see you, Alex. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Wherever you're at. Thank you for the support. Dropping by. Helps out the channel. More than one way, many ways. So thank you. My hat's off to you. All the viewers that are watching. Yeah, you know who you are. Super yeah. Um, Vast quote drunkard, fat guy in a little coat. Yeah, yeah, that's what he would say. He'd go, fat guy in a little coat. Fat guy in a little coat. He was singing that too. I think David Spade. That was his sidekick. You know, David Spade is funny too. But I give it to Chris Farley because he's funny. He's funny as hell. But he will go, fat guy in a little coat. And I was like, what is he talking about? And I would lose my mind. I would just look at him like, oh my God, this guy's funny. And I would laugh. Man, I miss that guy, but man, it is what it is, It is what it is. Vast cool drunker says, yep. Yeah, But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You guys are awesome, for dropping by, showing some love, Appreciate it. It's already 180, so that's 3 hours. That's my goal for today. Um, Let me see. Coke and fast food took a legend. Oh, so he was doing coke. Oh, okay. I thought it was pills. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. Alex Jimenez, what do you like to do? Um, well, like to laugh, um, like to think, like to read. Um, Anything that's productive and positive. I like to do that. Um, get to meet new people if they choose to. Um, just live happy, basically, because the way I see it, um, I'm 40 years old now. I'm not gonna be here forever. Nobody is. Um, so we just have to live life the best we can. Because I know one day I'm gonna see, you know, my God, my maker, and he's gonna judge me. So I'm ready for it, I've been ready. But since I'm still here and still have a lot to live in, I'm gonna live, That's what I'm gonna do. But yeah. What are you gonna do, Alex? Since I'm gonna cut it, might as well give you the last question. You can answer it. Vasical Drunkard, I'm gonna make your fun activity walking with Oreo or Donald. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Yeah. That's pretty funny. Yeah. All right. Well, if Alex doesn't chat, then I'm just gonna cut it because I'm getting hungry. Oh wait, hold on. Someone came. Ghost Nancy says, "Hi, Bearman. Just stopping by to hit the thumbs up." Oh, thank you, Ghost Nancy. Thank you for the love. Appreciate it. Vastical Drinker Oreo is my dog. Donald is the the book card. Vastical Drinker Car. Vastical Drinker Cat. Misty. Nancy. Hi. Oh, okay. Yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that came. Appreciate the love and those people that are watching. Appreciate you too for watching. It helps more than you know. Thank you. Um, I think I'm gonna cut it because it's past 3 hours, and that was my goal for today. I think that's pretty good. So, you know what that means? I'm gonna flip it around. People that don't know, when I flip it around, my cap like this, it goes out to the people that don't like me. When I would growing up, when I would flip my cap around, I will get in that fight mode, and throw punches. So here's out to those folks out there in my arena. All right, y'all. Till next time. This is Super Blurman. Peace.